and they're experimenting with.
And we are live.
Oh, I guess can't talk no more because
What are we
GM can
experimenting
hear
with?
me.
Nothing
I was
at
just
all.
trying. Yeah,
Nothing
nothing.
now.
Nothing.
Damn it! Don't like being out of the loop.
You're out of the loop.
No. Well,
You're the
hi
DM.
guys. Sorry we started a little late. We had to confirm some players missing, and then we had some technical difficulties, so apologies, but we are back up and running. Here's to hoping everything goes smoothly. I also have the on-call phone for work, so hopefully I get no calls, so we can play a full session. So also fingers crossed on that. So yeah, as you guys can see, we are down a couple players. Rojan might be able to join us if work allows it. Otherwise, unfortunately, Gilatam will not be joining us this evening. So we may have our Krogan or may not. We'll see what happens. Otherwise, we have these four lovely people, four lovely members of the Mimsy Six. So we'll see what they do. So yeah, last where we left off, you guys were trying to locate the source of the what is causing the toxic gas throughout the planet of Inri. And you guys were able to find the source, and with some crazy battles, just getting by through the worm and the teeth and the undead and all that stuff, you guys were able to survive. And when you heard a horde of creatures coming your way, thanks to some careful planning ahead of time, Vera set off a bunch of explosives to not only destroy the factory, but a small portion of the planet, maybe, because of the toxic gas in the air. We don't know. All we know is mushroom cloud of explosions coming, and you guys managed to contact Brockus in time, who swooped down, and you guys were able to jump into the cargo hold and get away before the explosion hit you guys with its full force. So you guys, about a day or so has gone by. You guys still have about another day, roughly, before you hit the mass relay to get back to the Citadel. But as of right now, you guys are waking up the following morning. Oh my god, that picture of Dresscar. Pretty sure HB Fox made that at some point.
He did.
Just. So it is the day after your guys' party. You guys had decrypted some items that you were able to pick up. You were able to log some information from the planet itself as you guys were sailing away from it. And then you guys had a little bit of a party just to kind of stay loose, just kind of celebrate your victory. Everyone was able to make it except Vera, who wanted a little bit of downtime, but Acelia went, at least. The only one who was very drunk, and it's ironic that it was Athelia because she's not here, so she's passed out right now. For now. And Brockus is just at the wheel, just kind of floating, doing his thing. So it is now the following day. I was about to say Kiara. Mel, go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Okie doke.
Oh god,
Classic
right
Mel roll. Okay, con. Damn, Mel's con is really good. I don't know
Is
how
it?
my con is that good. Wait, how is my con that good? I'm sus of my con.
Oh yeah, weren't we supposed to make some changes to cards maybe because some things were off? We'll figure that out later.
No, I think. Oh, I chose proficiency in it, oddly enough. And I have.
Oh, our engineering. I think engineers have proficiency in con.
Yeah, con int.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no, I have a 5
have
on
it.
my Constitution saving throw. I just was like, oh, that's
Okay.
decent. But I rolled a 6 on the die, so it's only 11. But
Okay, so you don't have a full blown hangover, but you don't feel quite good the next day? Because remember, you were a functioning drunk. You were drunk, but you were like, you had full blown intelligent conversations. You were in it. So you weren't heavy drunk. But Brockus, of course, presented you with his specialty drink, if you so choose to take it, which you know from the past, since this crew just dates and gets drunk, typical Bioware. Um, so you
Yeah,
know
I just
it works.
add a little cinnamon to it and down it. Little nutmeg.
Yep, pretty much. So yeah, so the next morning is yours. And Brockus, as he usually does, has the breakfast table set out for you guys. What did you guys want to do for the day? Since this is like one of the few times for you guys to kind of do any projects if you need to do any projects.
Well, Vera was probably up fairly early and at the breakfast table, and by the time everyone else gets there, she's probably got like half a dozen data pads just kind of scattered about the table as she's putting together the report for the mission that we just completed. And I'm going to ask you, DM, to go back into your notes and remind me of some things, because I did not take adequate notes for this particular name. But I have the name Thalmos Alcindros in my notes, but no information other than that. Can you remind me who that is?
Yes, I can. Give me
I think I have that.
Because I thought I had my notebook up here. Why does my notebook keep going missing? I don't
I
understand
don't
this. It's
know
always
why
up
you
here.
keep taking it away from here.
It's
Because I put notes in it.
Is it
It's the
Velios? What
scientist.
was it? Familis or something like that?
It's Thalmos Alcindros.
Oh shit! No, I did not take note on that guy.
Oh,
I got a Velio Fumilis. I don't remember.
That is assuming, of course, that I wrote that name down correctly at the time.
What's
I
the full
didn't
name
write-
again?
It's Thalmos Alcindros.
I'll get back
Or
to you on that. It's on my-
perhaps it's actually Velio Familius. I heard it right.
You know
I
what?
wrote it down in my notes right before we were given the 2 missions by Arissa.
Oh no, mine is recent. Because
Oh!
that name was associated with Planet N2.
Yes, you know what? Go ahead and RP for a moment. I need to find my damn book because it's always up here, and I don't know why it's not up here, so...
So for everyone else, I'm only asking about that name because it has the initials TA, which we came across in the data that we pulled from this factory.
Smart. Oh, the factory. We got that. We got that. The initials TA in the factory again. How did I miss that?
Yes.
Yeah, it was
Yep.
amongst the data that was pulled from the terminal.
Right.
And I believe it was also found in an email on the data pad as well.
Speaking of the data, Dreskar has copied, and don't worry, DM can still hear us. Dreskar has copied all the information onto his Omni tool to send to Vera. As per her request.
Gotta make sure we have everything in these reports.
And it was Thalmos. Shit, what was I already forgot what you said.
The way that I have it written down is Thalmos is Thalmos,
Cool, got that.
and Alcindros is Alsindros.
Okay, now my notes are updated. There we go. Trying to do better at that. Well, I'll just say what Mel's doing because it's pretty easy. She's just gonna make sure the Mako is up to snuff since it took a few hits and was exposed to some pretty nasty shit. So she's fixing the Mako and fixing everyone's armor, like she had planned. So first Mako, and then she's hanging out in Jamar's workshop fixing the armor and their armory area, and then so I think that'll probably take a whole day, I imagine, at least, to just kind of do the general repairs. I don't think anyone's armor took too much damage, but it did take some damage here and there.
There's a helmet. There's a helmet that's not in good condition.
She
That
didn't
was
care about that one though, because she's buying a new one.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
But I'll probably try to repair it anyway, or at least get started on repairs to that one. I know that wouldn't be the biggest project, just to have an extra helmet around because it doesn't hurt.
Well,
So-
I think it was actually Mel that convinced Vera to just hold on to it as a keepsake.
Oh,
the
okay.
mission.
Then never mind. You have
So
that's right. I
will,
did say that.
Start
I'm so wise.
start collecting trophies from our missions and displaying them in my room.
Because that is definitely more of a Mel thing to do,
Okay.
is to display shit.
Okay, so, what was the name again? It was
Thalmos Alcindros, assuming I wrote it down correctly.
which is always not good if it's completely different. And you said it was when she was giving both the missions?
Yeah, I have it written down in my notes right after Arissa's name and right before the information on the missions. So somewhere between learning her name and getting those missions, I heard this name.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, you probably misspelled it. Because I
I
have a
would
good
not be
chunk.
surprised.
I have a good chunk of the characters' names in here, and that does not sound like the correct spelling. And I am very good at keeping name notes, and I'm not seeing that name in that timeline either. So I'm thinking that maybe it was miswritten on your end, but I will try to find that at some point, but I'm not seeing it in my notes as one of the names.
I mean, it's quite
there-
possible it's just something I completely made up as well, so...
I mean, it's alien names. So
Is there something?
I mean,
Is there anything from that time period that had the initials TA?
there was, yes.
Then that's who she's referring to.
Yeah, that's probably
I
the
got
one.
that.
We're
That-
trying to make that connection to see
Yeah.
if there's a connection there. So maybe we just misheard it, but like it.
Yeah, that's what
whatever
I'm
that-
thinking, that maybe it was just misheard, but that's okay. Let me check one little area real quick, and if not, then we'll just kind of coordinate and see what the heck it was.
Yes.
So it's the
So if
correct
there's a
one.
TA name from that time period, then that's what we're looking
Yes.
for.
Yes. So let me go ahead and
I'm gonna look back up in my own notes too, see if I might have something from that time. I didn't take very good notes back then.
okay.
Mostly because
What
I was
else?
Struggling. So
What
hard
else
to
do you
figure
have
out.
for notes on that? Just out of curiosity, like what kind of notes did you have revolving around it?
Just that name. I didn't write down who I got the name from. I didn't write down the context of the name. It's just, and it's weird because there's big spaces before and after the name, and I usually do that in my notes when I'm about to write down a whole whack of information. But instead,
But
it's
you
just
didn't?
that name all by itself.
Okay. We will circle back to that, so I apologize. But let's say for now that the name sounds familiar and you're thinking, "Oh, those initials sound similar, maybe it is." We'll just say that for now.
Fair enough.
So yeah. So yes. Back to what we're doing. So go ahead and just go ahead and do a Smith roll, Mel, just to see how fast you can get these done. Again, there wasn't a lot of damage on them, but let's just see how fast you can get them done.
Okay. So my armor smith got it.
Mhm.
What is that? Okay, that's good. 23.
23? Okay. Yeah, it will probably take you the whole day, but you can easily get everyone's armor done for this. However, You could probably find materials to temporarily replace her Vera's helmet, but it won't be anywhere near as good quality as it was before.
Okay, she's keeping her helmet the way as is as a keepsake, so I'm just repairing the minor damages to the
Okay.
all of the armors itself. And if I have time, I'm gonna start working on just repairing, doing some general repairs and cleaning up the Mako after going through it, everything that we went through with it.
Yeah, you would be able to have time to do that. You because again, it was such minor damage to all the armor that you could easily start working on the Mako at least about 3/4 of the way of that day.
Okay, yep, that's her day then, and then she's gonna check on the ship systems because we had a bit of trouble with the so if
Blast off.
it's the next, yeah, with the blast off, because I just remembered that. So I did
Yeah.
a preliminary check and everything looked good, but I'm just gonna do another check.
Okay.
If maybe that might be like the next day, but
Well,
because I imagine.
in case you forgot, you did do a check real quick. You ran a diagnostics on the ship, and it's fine, but it definitely needs repairs. So unless you want to go out into space and start working on repairs, which you probably
Oh,
don't have
that's
all the
right.
materials for, you're gonna need to wait until it's docked before you can start
Okay.
working on it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what. Okay. That's right. I remember that now. So yeah, I'm not gonna do anything with the ship because I can't. So I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah.
And so that's
You could
it for my first
try.
day. That's
Okay.
my day.
And Jamar, are you still gonna work on the shotgun, or are you gonna work on something different today?
I'm going to take the short amount of time to rip Wheatley's plating on and put new plating on him because he was
That's
out in the horrible shit, and then resume working on the shotgun.
Yeah, because at this point, since we weren't in battle, there was no need for me to tell you this, but at this point, his AC is shaved off probably by 5 at this point, and he would be shooting at disadvantage. So yeah, so go ahead and I don't know if it's something you need to do on your character sheet or your engineering sheet that would allow you to that adds like repair rolls, or if it's just straight up engineering.
Give me a sec here. I'll actually.
That will determine what you roll.
Character classes, engineer, subclasses, drone.
I don't want to cheat you of an ability if you've got some sort of engineering ability to help with your.
So, outside of the drone actually dying, there's nothing on it. No.
Okay.
But it
Go
only
ahead and
a
do-
full rebuild of him takes 8 hours from the ground up.
Oh. Okay. So since you're not really rebuilding him, you're just replacing some parts. I mean, he wasn't beyond repair or anything at this point. You managed to get him back in the pack before that. Go ahead and roll me engineering. I would say armor smithing, but you're kind of like recalibrating and doing all the engineering type stuff to kind of get him back up and running. There's no robotics roll. Can you do a robotics roll?
That falls under engineering.
Yeah.
24.
24, yeah. It'll take you a good chunk of the day, but you're able to get a lot of parts replaced. You had the scrap metal to do it. You were able to kind of recalibrate him so he can start shooting his guns again and everything. So a good chunk of the day, and you're able to get Wheatley back to his Wheatley spry self.
And after that, it's absolute shotgun work.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me. This would be weaponsmithing.
Yep.
Just one roll since it's just the last part of the day.
So close. That's a 27.
I'm thinking like, oh, it's like a low number. Oh no, not at all. Okay.
No, I was one off of the nat 20.
Ah, damn it. So yeah, despite you spending a lot of time on Wheatley, you're able to get a decent amount done on the shotgun. You still have a ways to go, but you're making some progress despite the short amount of time you've had in this day so far. So you're kind of piecing the frame, because at first it was kind of like the skeletal frame, and now you're kind of filling it in with everything, the gadgets inside. So that is probably what you'll be spending a few days trying to work on before that is completed. Okay. Vera.
Well, after putting together the report, I think Vera is probably just going to spend most of her day in navigation. Maybe she'll bring Asilia with her and kind of walk her through everything that she's doing in
Okay.
navigation during the day, like an officer would be training a junior officer type of thing.
Oh, buddy. Well,
Hi.
give me a moment while I rearrange everyone here.
We have our pilot back.
We do.
Do you want me angry flying? Because this is how you get me angry flying.
I mean, isn't that Brockus just normally flying?
Yeah.
No,
isn't that just
Brocket-
normal?
Brockus is a safe flyer. You think he's going to endanger the ship?
Yeah,
Fair
that's true.
Unless we get attacked by something like pirates, then all bets are off.
Well, in that case, it's just, ramming position.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so Vera, go ahead and just roll me, just do a straight intelligence roll.
That is a good way to start the day. That's a dirty 20.
Perfect. Okay, so you're able to, you're a really good teacher trying to help Asilia with everything on the front of the ship and everything, that she actually picks it up very quickly. So you have confidence that if you needed her to kind of take over that role, you think she'd do a hell of a job. Dresscar, what are you doing?
Let's see here. So, how long do we have until we get to Citadel? About
At this point, you have about 4 days.
4 days.
Yeah.
Definitely going to spend today doing training and shaking off the alcohol.
Okay.
Now, out in
Oh, you're
my
super,
notes.
Super robo. Keep going. I'll do my best.
I don't even have anything running really.
I know. We know it's your computer. Your shitty computer that's not so shitty, but apparently it's shitty.
I have in my notes projects for gun kata fighting style. You gave me 4 roles. I think I had
Oh, for close combat.
like
Yes.
close combat using the pistols.
Yes. So you're gonna practice that for most of the day?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me this would be dexterity.
Okay, just once.
Just one, yeah.
I doubt you're going to believe me, but nat 20. For
I mean-
24.
I mean, it's not like she couldn't confirm if she didn't believe you.
He could have sneezed and done this. Oh, I'm sorry. But I would have seen it. Yeah, no. So you still know you have a lot to work on. But you're doing pretty good. You're not hurting as much trying to do like some coordination and doing these techniques. So you still have a ways to go, but you're doing really good trying to improve this ability. And then Dresscar. Or not Dresscar. Brockus. I was looking at your panel when I said it. Brockus. So I'm gonna have you do a couple things for me. One, you can go ahead and tell me what you plan on doing for the day if you want to do any projects or any training or anything like that. I will also give you this opportunity if you wanted to talk to your crew, since you were on the ship standing by to swing by and pick them up, which you successfully were able to before it exploded. The back part of your ship is singed. It is damaged. It will need some repair, but it's not bad. It's not like you're going to be dead in the water or anything like that, so you have nothing to worry about as far as that goes.
I only have one question as Brockus. Was the explosion at least cool?
So
yeah.
cool. They
Okay.
didn't even look back.
That's all that
That's
matters.
how cool it was.
That's
I
all
think
that
Mel
matters
may
then.
have looked back. I'm not sure. but I think that's when she knew to call you. So technically Mel looked back, but it was still pretty sweet because
Listen,
Vera set
Brock
up a bunch
is-
of bombs and exploded everything.
So
And
the
Brockus
planet
picked
blew
up
up.
a moving Mako in the ship. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
how else?
she-
How else are you supposed to dock a Mako? You're not supposed to epically jump it into the bay every time.
That's pretty much what we did. So
Pretty much what you did. Yeah, it's so basically just to catch you up just very briefly, throughout their exploration of this factory, Vera set up some of her mines here and there to eventually explode it. She knew very well that this was flammable, that this was going to happen. So they waited, so when they started to run and haul ass away, she waited a good distance before exploding it, but of course there's gas in the air. So it had a ripple effect. Thankfully, the gas, after a while, kind of dissipated, like the firepower kind of died down, but there, from space, you saw a nice chunk of fire for a moment before it just disappeared. So, what kind of damage it may have done, but it didn't destroy the planet or anything. It just
Oh,
a little hole.
from the
It
way
did
it sounded, I
damage part
thought
of your
I thought the planet exploded, and that's why the ship got damaged.
No, you flew in low, and they managed, thank God, because no one was contacting anyone. I was like, they're gonna die in this. They finally were able to contact you, so you could swing by. They used the Mako jump to open up the open cargo bay that you had, and you quickly closed the door and bolted it because the fire was right there rolling onto you guys.
So it was your standard low altitude snatch and grab.
Yeah. And
Okay.
due to some great rolls, it was not as bad as it could have been. But a kick-ass explosion.
Yeah, I
nonetheless.
saw people posting, like everyone posting like the Halo stuff in Discord, and
That's
all I
pretty
could
much what
think of is somebody hitting that jump button and that one rolling.
Yep. That's pretty much what happened. It was pretty cool. So again, you'll definitely need to repair the ship, but it's not like the parts are falling off or anything like that. It's just burnt, it's singed. You need to replace some parts, do another paint job. You'll be good.
Okay. And you said we've got 4 days until we're back at the Citadel.
Yes.
I think then what Brockus is going to do is just the same thing that Brockus did when they were heading there, just like super intense training in his downtime, making sure everybody else is taken care of with like food and whatever else they need. But because of the conversation that he had with Vera on the way there, he's going to send a message out to the rest of the kids, to his Asari daughters.
All three of them?
You know, all 3 of them, pretty much proposing like a little family get together for some downtime.
Okay. So you don't hear back from your commando daughters, but you do get a reply back from the archaeologist. She seems really excited, and in the email she is asking like when she has an excavation she's trying to finish up, so she can't do it now, but when and where, and she would love to be there.
Okay, he's gonna reply back, you know, asking whatever her earliest free time is.
Okay. She will reply back and say that the excavation is still going, so probably not for at least a month, and then she'll be free.
Awesome. All right, so a month it is.
Okay. Mark that on your calendars. Okay. So with Mel, at this point, you're obviously your hangover and everything's done. You're over it, because yes, they drank again last night. Jamar joined in, but he sipped the crap out of that one drink. But you're getting to a close towards the end of the first day. Who would like to roll me percentiles?
I'll do it.
Brock, would
I
you
haven't
like
been
to do
here
it?
for a while.
Daddy Brockus.
Yeah, I said I'll do it. I haven't been here for a while. I will doom the crew. And I will doom them using one of Fox's die.
Oh, don't do that.
That just means it's good.
It is good because that's 100.
No shit.
I hope it's
I'm
good.
telling you,
No
you,
shit.
Fox's dice are phenomenal.
Oh, by
For
the way,
They're
everyone but
weighted.
me.
They're weighted. I'm
by the
telling
way,
you.
I ordered more of those dice, and Cassie ended up picking up one of the ones that have the flowers in them.
Nice.
Your ones.
Are there new ones out?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. There's new ones
Are.
today.
I need to
is.
go look.
Yeah,
I got-
I want to
I
pick
got-
up 2 of them.
I got the ocean treasure and the what were the black ones called? Zorro
know
posted
what you're
them. Zorro was talking about them in the Dice
Yeah,
Goblin channel.
the Darkness Rising, I think is what they were
Yeah,
called or something.
something like
I
that.
love those. Yeah.
Yep. So I grabbed those.
HB Fox, if you want to plug in that link or something into the chat so they know what we're
think
talking about.
I made a command. I'll have to check the bot.
He
commands.
makes beautiful dice.
Yeah,
He
gorgeous.
does, and they
gorgeous
roll
dice.
well too.
They roll so
Unless you're
well.
me,
They're
then they
so
roll
pretty.
really poorly.
They're so.
Those
Good luck.
the ocean ones that you
Already
picked up,
sold out.
Rojan, are amazing in person. Like those dice, when I pulled them out of the molds, I was blown away at what happened in there.
I am particular to blues and golds, so when I saw that combination, I'm like, I have to get it.
Those
The
ones,
gas
they
giant.
definitely turned out better than I could have even imagined.
They're sold out. Son of a bitch. Well, Fox, make
I just
more
bought the gas
Rising
giant.
Darkness.
It's fine.
Hey, did you make one each? Is that why I should have jumped on it this morning? I knew I should have.
Yeah, I
Damn
so
it!
that's probably something I should have said at some point. All of these dice, well, I shouldn't say all of them, but the majority of them, I only make one set of them. So
Can you make more of those 2 dice? Because I really want them.
all I can promise is that I will try, because
Okay.
I don't write down the formulas for any of these dice. So
So you
Bad.
so you make dice how I DM
On the fly.
I
on the
think
fly.
that's the best
Yep.
way. That way, it's completely unique.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, you get exclusives that roll 100s.
Yeah, I was honestly not ready for that at all. Okay.
Oh,
So-
you know what? I need Sirenscape open. I'm like, why is it so silent right now?
Because we're talking about dice. It has its own music in the background. It's very angelic. Okay, so with that 100, well, shit, we don't really roll 100s that often. You are flying through space, and Vera, you pick up something, some sort of blip on the radar, and it looks like that there is some floating debris with what looks like pieces of cargo kind of drifting. And you can see it in view as Brockus is getting closer, and you point out to him that it looks like that there's a bunch of what looks like cargo just kind of floating in the air.
Does this ship have any means of doing a like a space salvage?
It does. If you do not want to go out yourself and do it, it does have kind of what looks like kind of like a net situation, where you could do a scoop if you wanted to, and then you would just need someone to manually just pull them in, but you could catch it that way no one can go outside.
Okay.
And it comes out from the bottom of the ship, so you'd have to glide over. And the debris is small enough that even if it hits the ship, it's not going to do any damage if you wanted to fly over it and do it that way as well.
Yeah, Brockus is gonna just respond back to Vera. How big we talking?
Well, I'm pretty sure we've got the room for it.
Good enough
don't-
for me.
Oh, all right.
And he's just gonna like slowly like approaching it and getting ready to be in the position to use that scoop.
Okay. So, you know what? Just for funsies, let's go ahead and do a vehicle handling. Let's see how much you picked up.
Okay, vehicle handling, you say? That will be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. So you are able to catch about 4 pieces of cargo. The rest of it looks like it's probably destroyed or drifting too far apart, and you don't want to go chasing it down. So you're able to scoop up about 4 pieces of this cargo. And then someone will have to manually grab it and pull it in.
I mean, he's just gonna get on the loudspeaker. We got a cargo snagged. I need one of you to reel it in. Don't everyone jump at once.
I was
It shouldn't
pondering
be
something.
me.
Wait, what's going on? Sorry, I spaced
Mel,
out.
do you think we could use some drones for that?
What's going on? Sorry, I spaced out. With me.
Are you saying that? Are you saying that over like?
unknown objects in space that potentially contain parts?
Well, we can.
It's either that or we throw someone out the airlock to go get it.
Yeah. Well, we could do. Is it just space debris?
Yeah, it's just crates.
So
Going to be something.
at this point, I'm gonna look over at Acelia. You take navigation. I don't know what they're doing. I'm gonna go help.
Yeah,
Alright,
make sure none
I'll
of
do
them
that.
fell asleep.
And I'm gonna head down to the cargo bay. That was the destination for this debris.
What
Okay.
if we rig one of the big guns to be like a harpoon type gun, and we catch the debris and reel it in on some she looks through the engineering stuff and pulls out like this big like what are they called, like that like folded steel wiring, like cable wiring.
God. Yeah.
Attach it to like some cable wire, right? And like we make it so that harpoon bit comes in and like spreads out and then brings it back in. I'm sure.
I'd rather not
come on, I
damage
could-
it by stabbing something with it.
Is this conversation in person or over the comm?
Over the
Com.
actually no, Mel and I are both working in the workshop, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
So no, this isn't over the comm. This is a back and
engineering.
forth
Right.
conversation.
Debris just floating out there, and they're trying to like reinvent the wheel on how to bring it in.
Then I have no part of this.
I'm sure there's a better solution.
If,
Well, we
if
could
it helps,
Have Ruckus back the ship up. We could stop the ship, have him slowly kind of. That could be
In the
tricky.
meantime, we
I'm
have
gonna
a
help
don't
simplify
we?
this for you guys. I'm gonna help simplify this for you guys because I didn't realize it was gonna
Sounds
be this
much fun.
complicated.
It's not. We can figure this out. Let us figure this out.
In the
Determine.
meantime, we have a shuttle.
You guys do have
No, we don't.
shuttles? Yeah.
We don't.
we
No, you've
do.
already established.
Yeah,
that
we
do have
do.
a
Shuttles.
flying shuttle.
We
you
have
do.
shuttles.
Shuttle.
We do
We
not
do
have
a flying
anything.
shuttle.
We do not have anything combat worthy.
We have
Yes.
2
We-
Makos, no shuttle.
You
From
do
what I
have
understand.
shuttles because that's what you guys use, that you guys can use to get planet side if you needed to. So you guys do have shuttles. It's just at the time when you guys were perusing around in the jungle, obviously you didn't have a shuttle there, and the shuttle you were using was not your shuttle, so it couldn't fit a big Krogan in it. But you do have a
Oh.
shuttle.
All right. Well, then we use the shuttle to go out and like wrap the.
Well, you guys
cable
were
around
having
the
your
shuttle.
conversation. You guys were having your conversation. That wasn't part of your conversation.
Or do we like? I don't think there's anything on the shuttle that like there's no weapons or anything or arms. What if we added a grapple arm? It needs a grapple arm, doesn't it?
You could
That's
do it.
that
put in
sounds
the
like a
work.
long-term That sounds like the long-term solution.
Ow.
I think we are looking for something a little more immediate and not destructive.
So we nudge it with the shuttle? Just nudge it in the gravity kind of trajectory. If we could do the calculations, we should be able to get it so that it nudges enough with enough. It should just take a little bit of a nudge with the shuttle to get it enough velocity to float into the cargo bay. And then we could create a net in the cargo bay to kind of catch it, so it doesn't damage anything inside. Just some nylon
I
or
have
something.
a slightly more simple solution.
Well,
And
it's
Jamar
not.
grabs Wheatley off the bench and grabs a roll of cable.
Okay.
Wheatley's not gonna be able to pull it. Oh, we could create a pulley to pull the cable in once he gets it around it, though, huh?
It's outer space. Weight doesn't matter.
How long into this conversation is it before like
Yeah.
the cargo
It's been
doors
good.
close?
It's been a
And
good
we're
like
just off again.
20
And
minutes.
I know
Can-
it's space and it's gravity, but a force that is not in motion needs to get in motion. Otherwise, it's not going. It does have mass, so it's
I
not
get
a
that, but
simple,
any
push.
thrust will accomplish that over time. It doesn't have to be a massive amount of thrust.
Not a massive amount, but like depending on how big the cargo containers are and how small Wheatley is and how much force Wheatley can deliver.
Oh, I was just going to use Wheatley to wrap them
Either
around and pull them
either
in.
way, during this whole process, I could make my way to the cargo bay and get in shuttle and tell Brockus or Vera or whoever's there, because I think Vera was coming to the cargo bay, right? To
So when
just
you're
Okay,
there,
never
you
mind.
see Jamar and Mel kind of talking the whole time when you go over there.
oh, are they in the cargo bay too now?
I'm gonna
No,
say yes
and
as
not
they're
the time.
talking.
All right, we made our way over there.
Yeah, I grabbed Wheatley and a roll of cable as a quick solution.
All right.
So yeah, just,
Give a D&D group a simple task like this, and you treat it like it's some sort of millennial puzzle box.
Well, I feel kind of stupid, but all right.
So when you walk over to the cargo hold, since none of you have done this before, you open up a big latch so you can see, because this is where the net kind of goes in and out of, and you see what looks like a digital square, kind of like a barrier. So when you open it up, you can see out into space, but you could touch it and step on it and you won't fall through or anything like that. And then you see what looks like a hook and cables next to it. And when you grab the hook, you notice the hook lights up. And so when you push it into the square, it goes through. But you don't.
build
That's a
rigging.
solution too.
So you're able to get the hook and reel them on in. So of course, once they cross the threshold of the area, the square, you notice that there's some heft, so you have to kind of use the rest of your strength to haul them in.
Gravity
and they're-
starts miraculously existing.
Yeah, pretty much. Yes. And you're able to haul all 4 of them in. And they don't seem to be encrypted or anything like that. They're locked, but you don't see any heavy code on them.
So go check it out. You said it's not locked.
They're locked, but they're not encrypted. They're not
Oh.
heavy locks.
But are they trapped?
You can check.
We'll do that.
Okay.
What do you want?
Go ahead and do a Do an investigation.
Okay. 17.
Okay, they don't seem to be trapped.
Yeah.
Let's pop
Anybody?
some crates.
Yeah. Everybody take one.
Okay, well, they're not trapped, but no one unlocked them.
Yeah, we need to unlock them, so everybody take one.
Okay, I see now. Okay. Is anyone else joining them down in the cargo bay?
As soon as the cargo bay shuts, Brock is just continues maintaining course towards the Citadel.
Okay, so who is all down there?
Yo.
Yeah, I believe it is Jamar, Mel, Dreskar, and Vera. But Vera's just kind of standing by after hearing that they're locked, because that is not her forte. So she
That's
would not
fair.
be any help there.
Okay, so you guys are, you don't have to do any rolls, but you guys are able to, because it's a very simple lock, and you're able to pop open the crates. And inside, you find what looks like a treasure hoard. You see piles of credits in one box. You actually see 3 million credits in one box. In the other one, you see about 200 Omnigel, as well as 15 Metagel, 5 of them being superior.
Well, you know what? Conveniently, we're in the cargo bay, so that stuff can just go into. Honestly, most of it
Kinda
probably
hang
can
out
just
there.
stay in the containers. It's like, okay, those can go against a wall.
And then you also find what looks like a very small bolus at the bottom of one of the crates.
Airlock it.
Is it alive?
Do you want to touch it?
I'm gonna poke it.
You're gonna poke it? It seems squishy.
Is it? Look at Mel. Is he alive?
I'll do
How
a
do you tell
medicine
if a
check on him.
Volus is
I'll look him
alive?
over.
Are you touching it at all?
I'm scanning him with my Omni tool.
Scan. Okay. Medicine check.
My credit. Okay. 25.
Okay. You don't feel a pulse at all. In fact, you don't even see organs.
Bit odd. There's. Volus is empty. Dead and empty. Do I sense that he's organic?
No.
So the scan shows he's not organic.
Correct.
He's a fake Volus.
A fake Volus in the bottom of a container?
Yeah. Can I do a chemical scan to see if there's anything inside him or?
Yeah, sure.
I
So
suspect trap.
okay. There's no traps or anything. And when you go to, are you going to pick him up?
I don't want to touch him. I don't trust
Okay,
it.
that's fine. We'll go ahead and go off your medicine scan. You didn't pick up any chemicals on it. Any dangerous chemicals, anyway. Anything harmful.
I'm gonna go on the comms and ask Vera if we can, or I start to ask Vera, but then I realize we need to just talk to her directly. I don't know why I can never remember her name. You're
Celia.
Acelia. The name
Yep.
just goes right through my head. I don't know why.
All good.
But I'm gonna go on the comms and ask Acelia to join us in the cargo bay so that she could handle this thing, seeing as
She's the guinea pig.
she might be a little bit safer. It might be safer for her to handle it.
That's fair. So, she replies back, and it takes a few minutes, but she eventually does join you guys in the cargo bay. What is it that you need me to handle?
I point at the Volus. Careful,
Do you-
try not to jostle him too much.
Does he need medical help?
I don't think it's real. I'm just not sure what he is or why, what his purpose is.
And so she'll go ahead and she'll reach it and pick it up. It's very light. She squeezes it, and you see it mesh.
She picks it up and immediately starts shaking it.
Yeah, yeah. She starts squeezing it, and the second she squeezes it, you all hear you more than a horde of credits.
What?
Oh no.
What did he say?
Yep, airlock it.
Squeezes again. I have you more than a horde of credits.
Oh.
Airlock and blast.
Well, maybe he's a fun squeaky toy for the Varen then.
I do like the idea of watching a Volus be chewed on.
Lieutenant Vera, do you want to hold it? Its material seems very similar to that of Mimsy,
It's a plushie.
Ah.
if that is the term, then yes.
How big is this thing? Is it like a real Volus size plushie?
It's like this small little plushie.
You're saying us, making us think there's like an android Volus in
Yeah,
the
I said
bottom
a
of
very
this
small
thing.
bolus. I said a small bolus. Bolus are already like 3 meters tall, so a smaller bolus is like,
A toy-sized Volus.
yeah. But it's
Uh,
decent size. It's like cuddle size.
I'm gonna. So, in my scan, do I have anything that can? So I didn't see anything metal inside it or anything like that.
No.
Celia, let me see it real quick. Before we hand it
Here
off.
you go.
I'm gonna. Does it have seams like a stuffy would? Like it's been sewn
It
up?
does on the bottom. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take out a blade from my tool kit in my overalls, and I'm gonna slice it open.
You hear screaming.
And
No.
I'm gonna search through the fluff because I just don't trust anything.
Okay. So you go through the plush and you find a piece of plastic inside, and when you touch the plastic, you hear once again, "I give you more than a horde of credits." And the second you touch it, you suddenly feel really happy and you feel really relaxed. You're feeling good.
I'll take out some sewing needle that I also have in my pockets because I'm me, and some thread, and I sew it back up.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we could either give it to Mercy or the Varen. I think it's perfectly safe though.
Baron.
But it makes me feel really good inside. Maybe just have it around to squeeze when we're feeling bad. I know it's weird to squeeze a Volus, but I mean, it could be like
Yeah.
one of those stress balls, you know? You just squeeze and makes you feel better when you
Does
just
it-
wring its little neck.
Does it talk every time you squeeze it?
I think it depends on where you squeeze it.
Okay, maybe give it to Mercy. I don't really want to be listening to that all night if the Varen are chewing on it.
That's
That's
fair.
until the Varen tear it apart and eat the thing.
And then, can you actually give me a D20 roll, Mel?
Alright. Which dice doesn't want to fuck me today? This one, maybe? This one's doing great. Rolling real high today. 19.
You just feel good after handling the little plushy Volus.
Seems fine.
You've been
You've been cursed.
So we got a lot of money. We got some metagel, so that's great.
Yeah, I don't suppose anyone can check for, like, trackers or anything on this stuff?
Yeah, we can
I
run
hate,
some scans.
hate for its previous owner to suddenly show up.
Should not just check the contents, but the crates themselves.
Okay.
Just to clarify, you said there were 4 crates.
There were
One
4.
was full of credits. One was full of Omnigel and Metagel.
One was full of so they were all separated between the 4 crates.
Oh, okay.
They were across all 4. But yeah. So whoever wanted to investigate the the crates, go ahead and give me either a electronics or investigation.
I can do
Yes.
it.
I can do a couple of them off of electronics.
Okay.
Him.
Dirty 20 investigation for me.
Okay.
19 again. Wow.
Nice.
So that's gonna be a high total. I'm getting my calculator.
28 off an electronics roll.
Okay. And then Mel, I'm assuming it's a high roll.
It's like it's like 30 something. It's like 31.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Yeah. So all three of you were able to find what looked like a little tag with a blinker inside the bottom piece of the crates, all 4 crates. And it
Well,
looks
we
like
can
it's a
drop those
tracker.
off. We can drop those off at the nearest sun.
Or just leave it here.
Is there any way you could, like, trace it to see, who's receiving the signal from the tracker?
Find the rest of it. You're absolutely right.
Look at him plotting.
That's all you. I'll just start putting this stuff away.
Yeah.
Did you want to keep the crates? Do you want to kind of push them back, or what do you want to do with them?
I think we probably have the room to just hold on to them for now.
Hold on to the crates. I'm going to go play with some trackers apparently at some point.
Okay. Okay.
Do they come with an on-off switch?
It does, yes.
Cool. We're turning them off until I need to figure them out.
Sounds good. Do you want to do that during the same day, like right now, or wait until you're done with the shotgun?
We'll do it now.
Okay, you don't sleep, so
I don't need to sleep anyways. Why not?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me an electronics. Kind of reverse trace this.
Eh. 23.
23. So it's several miles away, but you trace it to something that is kind of nearby. It does give you coordinates, but without a map near you, you don't know exactly like where it is. But you managed to pick up some tracking coordinates.
Forward that information to Vera.
And I will check it on the maps in just a second, because as everyone's kind of leaving the cargo bay and going back to what they're doing, I will stop Mel for a moment. I couldn't help but overhear the conversation that you and Jamar were having, and I thought you actually came up with a pretty good idea there. You can't always maneuver one of these big ships in to collect some stuff, so fixing some sort of net or cargo hook onto one of our shuttles seems like a really good idea. I don't suppose you might be able to spearhead that project.
I'll work on some designs for it. See, it'll be a fun side project for sure.
I think that would be quite useful to us.
Yeah. Thanks. She starts scribbling in her sketchbook some design plans and ideas.
Nice.
And I will head back to navigation with Acilia and check these coordinates on the map.
Okay. So you do it very easily. No rolls or anything, and you are able to see it. It looks like it's pretty close to you, and the signal seems to be coming from what looks like an astrobelt from a nearby moon, it looks like, and it's not too far out of your way. But as you see it kind of blinking in the area where it is, you do notice two other blips. Just looks like just making their way really fast towards you guys.
I will immediately forward that to both Brachus and Jamar and then go on the intercom. This is where the coordinates are pointing, but it looks like we might have some company.
Get a read on what they are.
Not yet.
I have no intent of sticking around. Most people aren't going to really take kind to a ship looking like this.
Yes, and if they are the previous owners of that cargo, they probably aren't going to take too kindly to the 3 million credits we just took.
3 million, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, space salvage lot's ours now.
You know, I don't actually disagree with you there.
Wow.
It's a real thing.
I watch Firefly. It's a thing.
I'm just gonna jettison the tracker now, so that they can't track our ship. So.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's
so
a
you
good
go ahead.
idea.
You go ahead and you turn it off. And Vera, you do notice that they're still heading in your direction, but they're slowing down a bit. But it looks like that they're just like a minute or two out from you guys if they stay on course.
I will continue to forward that data to our pilot. It's up to him, I guess, whether we fight or flee.
Going to adjust course. Kind of
Okay.
try to throw them off our trail.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me vehicle handling with disadvantage.
Vehicle handling with disadvantage, that will be an 11.
11? Okay, you're able to shake them for a while, but you notice that one of the ships seems to kind of go off course, but Vera notices that the other ship, again, kind of goes off course, but then kind of adjusts and starts to follow in your guys' direction. And after a couple minutes goes by, you are able to see in your vision what looks like a large frigate coming in your direction. And you see their cannons firing up.
Yep, I'm gonna need all of you up here now. We've got somebody fixing to say a Krogan hello here, so we need the weapons all up on standby.
Okay, and what we're actually going to do is we're going to kind of do an initiative order for this, just so we can see what you guys want to do for your turns. So give me just a moment. So there's no map or anything for it, but I do want to just kind of put you all together. So dragging you back here. Oh, nope, Athelia's not here. There we go. So this is just kind of more for our benefit than anything else. So let's go ahead. And why is it not popping up? Oh, that's why. Okay. My bad. I have to remove it. Clear everything. Then add turns. There we go. Okay, so go ahead and just roll for initiative. And then plug it in. And this will just be a reference for me so I know when everything's going. And then I know this creature is dead, but I'm just gonna add its token just so I have something for reference for a turn.
Do you want an initiative from Asilia as well?
If you want her to join in, then yes, I can add her. Let me go ahead and, because I did add her to this. Add turn. There we go. So go ahead and roll for her. And everyone put in their number so we don't have to. Perfect.
Zorro, with the
Yes.
damage that the ship took, was there any amount of hit points hit point damage that it took, or is it just surface?
Yes, it did take a little bit of damage. So it took about 200 HP of its damage.
Okay. Thank you.
And it decreased its AC by 1. And that's about it. None of the
Making
cannons
notes.
or anything.
Just making notes on the ship stats that I've got on the on my sheet.
Yeah, no problem. So what we're gonna do right now, since it's almost 9 o'clock, we're gonna go ahead and take our first break before we get into our next space battle. So go ahead, get up and stretch, grab any drinks, go to the bathroom, and we will be right back, guys. are back. Hi guys. So we need some like battle music up in here. See if I found the right one, because I tested it ahead of time and there was one that was very not spacey. It works. Maybe.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it works. Let's not have that completely maxed out. There we go. Oh, now we're not making our earball bleed. There we go. Okay, so again, there's no map for this or anything because it's just kind of like what we did the first time we did a battle. We just kind of take turns on what we do, and then the rolls will determine the outcome. So, first things first, it looks like the enemy gets to go first. So they go ahead and they patch through their communications, and you hear this very deep voice that goes, "You took something of ours. That doesn't belong to you, does it?" And they're gonna go ahead. I know Ophelia is technically your communications, but if someone does want to take that over, it's not like there's a penalty or anything involved. So, just know that if anyone does want to communicate, you can. Okay. Oh god, it's been a while since we've done a space battle. So let's see.
What's ship's communications? Is it the SSC system? I'm trying to remember. I think
should
I'm.
look that stuff up.
Yeah, because we've got. I think it's SSC.
Okay, I'm proficient
That sounds
in it
about
too.
right. You are?
I'm
Okay.
proficient in it too, so I could handle that part.
Okay.
I usually just let her do it.
I've been working on the AWS. I'm not finished, but was close.
He's basically saying that he was working on the EWS and he's still training in it, so
Oh, okay.
that's what he was saying. Okay, so, right, they were rolling because they're hitting now. I'm basically doing all of their stuff in one turn. I mean, even if it was all out of order, I'm just doing all their stuff in one turn just to make it easy so we're not back and forthing this. Okay, so they're gonna go ahead and try to shoot at you. Where is their... Does it not say what they add on to? Is it just a straight D20?
I think it's a D20 plus whatever their crew member's stat is in their weapon systems.
Okay, because I was gonna say, I'm like, I've sworn when we did this last time there was an actual AC involved. Okay, well, it is a 19.
That will hit the ship's AC. Well, it has a shield, so I don't know what the shields provide.
The shields will absorb it. How much is on
Okay,
your
yeah, that's
shields?
right. I don't have the shield stats. It just says the ship has a shield.
Oh my
No.
god, did I not give that to you?
When you sent it to me, I got 2100.
no.
I got 2100 HP, shield, 18 armor class, speed 2, no range, a crew of minimum 5, maximum 30, and then the damage on the guns.
Wow, I forgot to give you shields? Oh, my bad. Okay, so your shields are actually going to be 700. And of course, all of this stuff is stuff that you can upgrade. If you want to get, I mean, obviously it would cost a lot, but you guys could get better guns. You guys could buy add-ons to up the shield. You guys can make the outside more durable. Completely up to you guys. This is all stats that can be adjusted depending on what you guys want to do. Same thing with Makos and shuttles, all that stuff. So just keep that in mind. Like for instance, you adding like grappling arms and stuff, that is completely doable, and it actually improves the functionality of it as well. So
we are most definitely getting grappling arms because I want my ship to punch the other ship.
you want to outlaw star this bitch.
Damn right.
I was about to say we can outlaw her.
I'm taking this Krogan ship and I'm making it the XGP.
Yes. Oh my god. Too bad you don't have an AI computer or anything that smack talks you and sassy.
Yet.
You could.
I mean, I've got an AI. I can just plug her into the ship, right? That's how it works.
Oh god.
That's a violation of my body rights. I do not consent. Right, I have to actually roll. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Okay, so that
It's okay.
is
We can
a-
ignore the damage.
So that is a 5 times 100. So that is 500.
500.
So the shield will absorb. Well, if you have 700, yeah, it'll pretty much absorb all of it.
Okay.
So go ahead and just mark that off. And that is it on their turn. So next up we have Mel.
You cut out. Did you say Mel?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mel. Yes, it's your turn.
Oh, okay.
And don't feel like you guys have to do stuff every single time. If you want to see how things play out, you can just completely forego or delay your turn, just like you would in battle.
Is there a way that I can divert some power from secondary systems into shields to boost our shields a little bit more?
You certainly can. Do you have any, because again, there's so much of it, do you have anything in starships that could help with this? Otherwise, it would be an engineering. I don't know if you have something that you're proficient in that's starships.
I'm not sure if there's something specific to that. I have drive system.
Okay.
I have to look into that to see if that. Let me pull that up on the wiki real quick to see what that
Okay, yeah.
actually entails. But
Because that sounds like that could work. If it doesn't sound like it's what you want to do, then I would say straight up engineering.
of course, when I search, Starship drive system, it pulls up like, we don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, can you just search properly, please?
Yeah, we don't do these too often, and I personally don't want to do a lot of star battles because I find them.
Here we go. The drive and
boring, but-
engineering deck are the heart of the ship. Damage to a ship's drive can render it immobile and shut down other vital systems. Players at the engineering system can attempt the restore action in combat, is all it says. So,
Okay. So not quite what we want, but you still can do this. You can go ahead and make a. So it's going to be a couple of things. Go ahead and make a engineering roll.
okay.
We'll do that first.
All right. That's gonna be a 14. Not as good as I
14?
usually do. Yeah.
Okay,
rolled
that's
14.
fine. That's not bad. So now go ahead and we're gonna kind of change it up a little bit just because this is a unique thing. You can go ahead and put as much Omnigel as you want to bump it up. The more Omnigel you use, the more it will be bumped up. Probably with a max of 20 to use. 20 will probably boost up the shields by 200. Sorry, every 10 will be 200 points into the shields.
Okay, for a max of 20.
Yes.
Okay. So I will pump 20 Omnigel into it from my personal supply.
Okay, so you now have 400 backup on the shields, Rojan. Because I know you're keeping
400?
track of that. 400,
Alrighty.
Yes. Yep. Okay.
That's it for me.
So that is it. Okay, dress card. Nope, can't hear you. And the music stopped. Why did the music stop?
Probably
we
one of those. Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably one of the ones that don't have an auto repeat function on them.
It actually does, but it has a very long segment because I can see it still going. It's got that long segment before it starts again.
Someone
we go. Well,
didn't
this
cut
is
it
really low.
correctly.
Yeah. So this one's very low, so I'll just turn it up. Nope. If you want to tell me what you want to do, I can repeat it out loud for everybody at least. EWS. Okay, so we're going to try to hack the weapon systems and try to power them down. Okay. Go ahead and make a intelligence check for me. Sorry, electronics check. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. 22. Okay, so you are able to get into their system. So it also says you harden the security of your EW system to start return. Oh, I apologize. We'll flip flop it. That's for you to make sure that they don't hack into your system. But you can still hack into theirs. So go ahead and roll me a d20. 15. Okay, so you are able to do a little bit of sabotage to their weapons, but not as much as you would like. So you feel like their firepower isn't at full capacity. Okay. Jamar.
Oh, I guess it's time to return the favor on the ship-to-ship fire.
Okay. That's right, you usually do the guns, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I know you guys have, I know Rojan is the one that has all the stats, but I don't know if you have a copy of stats since you're in charge of
I do not. I'm just going to I'm going to roll dice, and Rojan's going to add things to them.
So I don't
Okay.
have the necessarily 2-hit bonus because I think that again goes off of your
That goes off of my
your dex. Yeah, it's your dex. So
My
I sent you the
Here, I'll post this. I'll post the ship stats in our Discord channel.
Okay.
That
I
way,
did send you
everyone
the
has
cannon
it.
stuff as well. Yeah, that way if anyone wants a copy of that.
Yes.
Because if he
Okay.
didn't show up, I was just going to take over Brockus since I had those stats
Well.
on handy.
Well, bring around the mass accelerator cannons then.
I was gonna say, is there any other choice?
Yes. Well, actually, if there's fighters, still aim at the mass accelerator cannons.
Right?
It's like anti-ship weapons versus fighters. I will.
Yeah, we know cams are busted. We're having some technical difficulties on Shadow Fox's side. So I mean, he's here, and thankfully he's 10 feet away from me, so I can relay anything. But yeah, we're getting this fixed. Trust me.
27 to hit.
27 does hit. Go ahead and roll that damage. Should probably
While
have
this
my
is-
calculator out.
While these shenanigans are going on, can we tell what kind of ship this is? Because you said it was a frigate. Can we tell what kind of build it is?
Go ahead and make a. Oh God, would this be like starship? Oh God, this is kind of a specific one. Let's see here. I'm trying to see if any of the new ones would kind of suffice in this. Yeah, go ahead and make a science roll. For you with advantage because it's ship related.
Let's say because he's like the space equivalent of a car nerd.
Yeah. Well, you're a bounty hunter, so you've gone out in space a lot. Wow, this music's
Yep.
louder. I apologize.
Science. That'll be a 19.
19. Okay. You don't know the specific model per se, but you know that it is a older Batarian ship. And you can see the markings on the side, and you can tell that this is a pirate ship.
Is it Blue Suns?
It's not Blue Suns.
Oh,
Well,
I was
the
gonna say,
old.
They're
I was-
really
I
out
was-
of their way. Wow, they really wanted to hunt you down. They're way out
The
of the way.
old busted Batarian ship just took another 400 points.
400. Okay, well, now I had to shift things around so we go back to what their stats were. I'm telling you, I need a fourth monitor for this alone. You said 400?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see a good chunk of the ship kind of shimmer, seeing that it hit its shields, but then you see the shields start to flicker, and it looks like it took a little bit of damage.
Good.
So you think
Good.
So you think they at least damaged the shields at this point? Anything else you'd like to do?
Sadly, that's all I get to do.
All right, Vera.
I think I am just going to use the help action to help Brockus with whatever it is that he's going to do. I'm assuming he's going to do a maneuver of some kind, so I'm
Okay.
going to assist on that.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. So Brockus, what do you want to do?
Brockus is gonna fire up the engines and just start heading straight for them.
The old
And
hammerhead method.
He's just gonna, because nobody else has replied over, the comms. He's just like, so, do you want to use your words like adults now and tell us what we took of yours, or should we just continue on with what is obviously gonna be a slaughter? And he's gonna work in a maneuver to like boost up the AC on the ship as well,
Okay.
but still keeping it in range where he's just playing chicken at the moment.
Okay, are you starting to kind of like spiral towards them, or are you just starting to move at a nice
Oh,
pace
no.
to see if they'll
Right at him. Right at him.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and make an intimidation.
You think I would have a better intimidation seeing what I am, but it's still charisma based.
Since you technically are getting the help action, and you are moving towards them, go ahead and do it with advantage.
Okay. It's gonna be a 12.
12? Okay. You get a response back as you're barreling towards them. And you go ahead and you hear that deep voice again saying like, "You know damn well what you took. Give us back our cargo." And you see their boosters on the bottom of their ship start to move as they start to slowly ascend so they can try to get out of the way. But they're moving slowly.
Okay. Do you want me to make the maneuver roll to boost the AC of the ship?
Yes.
Okay. So that's gonna be vehicle handling, I think it is. Yeah.
It is, yes.
For a dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Yeah, you were able to boost it up by 1.
Yep.
Now, this is technically temporary because the ship is still damaged and they'll need to be repaired. So this would be kind of a temporary boost in the AC.
Yeah, I think it only lasts until the start of my next turn.
Yeah, until the
Yeah,
start of your
okay.
next turn.
Yeah. Just like with the shields, it's kind of like once they're kind of
Depleted.
depleted, you would have to add more Omni Gel. It's not like it's a permanent boost. It's all like temp HP for the shield. Okay. So now, Acelia.
I think Acelia is going to use the move action this time to move from navigation to joining Jamar in weapons.
Okay. Alrighty. So she's gonna go ahead and take a seat, and she's actually, because she sees Jamar hanging out over at the mass accelerator cannon area, so she's gonna go by the anti-fighter machines. She's just gonna hang out there. And actually, that's kind of like her movement, so she's gonna go ahead and fire. What is her dex modifier?
It is 4.
Did you make her proficient in weapons or starships or anything like that?
She is proficient in vehicle handling.
Okay. That would not count towards this, but
No.
that's good to know. Okay, well, she rolled really good, so that is a 19 to hit, which hits. So, go ahead and roll me I'll let you do this. I'll have you give the pleasure of this. Go ahead and roll me a d4.
That is going to be a 2.
2, okay, so that is 200 damage. So you go ahead and you see this shot go off, and it takes off a piece of it, but it looks like it's still standing pretty strong in front of you guys. But it's kind of smoking a little bit on one side of the ship. Okay, it is their turn. They are gonna go ahead and take a shot at you again, and you notice that they're slowly like I said, they're kind of lifting themselves up, but you notice that it looks like some boosters are being kind of lit up. They're not going, but you see them getting revved up on the side, looking like they're trying to maybe put together some sort of maneuver, depending on what you guys do as you're approaching them. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and take a hit. And that is a 17 to hit.
Us? That's
Yes.
gonna miss.
That's gonna
'Cause
miss.
our
Okay.
Armor class is currently 18.
Nice. Okay, so as you go ahead and see this beam being shot at you, Brockus, you see immediately what is going to happen, and you quickly just kind of like lean the ship to the side to just kind of have it just miss you guys completely. All right. And then as they notice that they miss you, you start noticing that there is silence on the comms all of a sudden, as if something cut them off. And then after a few seconds go by, I'm trying to remember who was. Oh, Brockus, you were technically on comms at the time when you were communicating with them. So you hear a voice coming in, and it's a little staticky. Can you do the voice for me, because your microphone's doing so well for me? Oh, you're coming in clear, damn it. So you hear this voice, and it's a female voice that comes through. There you go. Wow, half of that's not even coming through. Wow. It's probably just the pitch. And you hear like, and then you see the ship just burst off to the side, and they shoot off in the direction that they came from.
I don't think like I
what?
heard every bit of that, and that sounded great, except almost none of it came through your mic.
Yeah. I could hear like a female tone of the voice, but no words.
Yeah, just a female tone. No words were made out.
This
That makes me sad.
This is where the NVIDIA RTX thing were against you, because it
Wow,
probably
it's that
thought that
good.
was background noise.
Yeah.
It probably thought, okay.
So what was
I'll
said?
say it without the static. I'll say it without the
It was
static.
a really cool performance, though. To give you
It was
like,
it was
an
a
A.
great performance.
The mic itself.
You're just
gives,
saying
like, a
that.
D for like translating.
All
that.
right. I'll say it without the static. I'll say it clear for you guys. Just pretend there's static and it's like blipping in and out. So you hear this female voice, very panicked, saying like, "Someone help me! They're taking." And then you see them shoot off.
Where was it coming from?
What?
It was coming from their ship. It was coming from their ship. Mm-hmm.
So we heard that, and then they just ran off. They don't care about their stuff anymore.
They turned around once the comms got cut off and someone was talking through it. They maneuvered and turned around and left.
Was there two of them?
The other one went off course because Rojan tried to lose them.
Okay.
Yeah, so the other one's lost somewhere, still searching for
And
you.
so
does
someone
any-
on their ship got onto their comms and made like a distress call out,
Yes.
Yeah.
and then they jetted.
Does anyone
They went
else
like,
think that's
"Fuck."
bait? That
It
sounds
could
like
be.
that sounds like bait.
Well, we could always bait them back. We could lure them back and say, "Look, you want your stuff back? How about a trade for the girl?
I don't
Only
even
instead of
think there's a girl.
Well, the thing is, we don't really give them their stuff back. We pack the crates full of Vera's explosives that are triggered by motion and let them unpack that along with some scrap. Or we let the crates float close enough to their ship to explode after we get the girl. But
Or counterpoint, we just keep going to the Citadel.
We could, but
I mean,
what
it
if
could
there
be
is a girl?
true. But why would they jump? That seems weird.
They would only do that if she was more valuable than what they lost. And they're concerned
were-
that her message got
But
through.
But even then, at that point in time, that would mean they had a split-second reaction to set in jump coordinates after she was on the comms. It seems
They,
too much of a coincidence.
It's weird.
they were losing the battle.
And,
Which means and if we go after them, we can be jumping right into a fleet of their own ships.
it
I'm
looks
not
like
denying that.
they're headed back to where they came from. So I mean, the coordinates could have still been locked in. You know, they may have just gone wherever they were already headed.
Vera, can you make a trace real quick before they get too far out of range using navigation?
I can try.
Just so we have that option open.
Go ahead and roll me navigation.
That's going to be a 17.
17. So you were able to pick them up pretty easily, and you see them heading back to where those coordinates originally were. You do notice that there is the other ship that looks like it's starting to make its way towards you. It looks like maybe they finally found you, heading in the other direction. Go ahead and make another navigation roll with advantage.
That is going to be a 19.
19. Okay, so when you see the ship kind of because it was actually wasn't that far from you guys. It's on the map. It's actually pretty close by where this astro belt was, and so you see them suddenly just stop in this area, and so you enhance the scan and notice that there's really only one other ship in that area, minus the one that's creeping up on you now.
Well, if this is a trap and it is an ambush, it's a very poor one. I think we still have the advantage on firepower, even if we do go in there.
And if we've got that, we can leverage that for the prisoner if there really is one. Let me try something.
Oh.
I'm gonna go on the comms real quick, and can I see if I can contact Arissa? Are we too far out for
No,
a message?
not at all. You have a
Okay.
communication stock where you could do hollow calls and everything from the Citadel, so yeah, you could easily do that.
I'm gonna mark it as emergency.
Okay. So a couple minutes goes by, and then you see her on the hollow terminal popping up. What is going on? Is everything okay?
And I'm gonna send her the coordinates for where we're positioned right now, and I'm gonna send her screenshot of the ship. You know, from our ships. You know what we scanned of their ship, basically information on what kind of ship it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna send that to her. Has anyone, any females gone missing in this area, or were reported missing or kidnapped by a vessel of this description?
Okay, give me just a moment. You can see her body just kind of going on a computer system, and she's like, okay, well, you're in pirate territory, so that's no shocker. Let me see here.
Sorry to be so urgent about it, but we are trying to confirm if this distress call is real or not, that we heard someone of a pirate vessel.
You heard someone? What did you hear specifically?
It was a lot of static, and it basically indicated that she had been captured. It sounded like she managed to get herself onto the comms briefly and then got pulled away. We're not sure if it's a trap or if there's really someone in need, so I was looking to see if I could get some more information, if maybe anything's been reported, someone missing, that kind of thing, that might match these descriptions to confirm.
Did you see who it was by chance? A visual confirmation?
No, we didn't see anyone, but it sounded female. Let me see if I can play back what we recorded, and I'm gonna play back the static for her.
Okay. So she takes a moment to listen.
Anything on voice
Shit.
print?
Yes. Oh, congratulations. You found the missing daughter of one of the matriarchs. We've been looking for her for the past 3 days. Well, not me personally, but someone else. Her name is Sarima Charala, and she is the daughter of one of the Asari matriarchs that is a counselor to the Citadel. Her mother put out a bolo for her, trying to figure out where she had gone. But there's no visual confirmation, so I'm really hoping that they don't hurt her. I mean, she's worth millions, so they've been sending out ransoms to her mother. We just haven't paid it yet. We sent a ship over to do the payment, but we never heard back from them.
All right. I think we have intercepted that payment. Something must have happened to the ship. All we saw were cargo. That would be my guess. We'll work on the problem, see if we can maybe recover her with...
I mean, if you guys want to, I mean, we can take over if you want. Otherwise, if you're right there and it's convenient, then it would be appreciated.
I'll talk it over with the group, but I mean, we've got a track on her right now. If you disappear again, so we're literally in our sights.
Okay.
Vera's tracking him, so you all catch that? And I asked the crew because I've had her on the whole conversation on speaker.
Yeah.
All right. Plan of attack. It's risky, but if I can do it, I can put us right underneath them. And then I just need you and weaponry to go nuts on disabling the ship.
I think Jamal and I can probably find some locations to target specifically.
Third drive for one.
Right.
You said there's another ship in the location?
Yeah, the
Are
other
you guys
ones
able
that
to
were...
handle this?
I think
Yeah,
so.
We got it.
You might
Be
want to
fine.
send some sort of vessel to take her home if we're able to recover her carefully, or we can just bring her back to the Citadel with us. Anyway, we'll be in touch. We gotta figure this out. We're working on it.
Please. All right, keep me posted. Let me know what happens when it's over.
Thanks, sir.
Zoro, I have a question.
Yes.
With my piloting expertise, can I do somewhat of a quasi Picard maneuver here?
Okay,
explain that to her.
Don't know what
you
that
have to
is.
explain to me. I don't know.
So,
Trek stuff.
pretty much, short bursts of the faster than light engines
Okay.
to kind of create a duplicate, like kind of create like an after image, to where our ship isn't like still in one spot, but we're actually in another. It's just like a quick like 1.5 burst of the faster than light engines.
Oh.
Just enough to put us underneath where they're at, so we kind of catch them off guard and just broadside them from below.
I'm gonna say no, because your ship would probably require a special upgrade or addition in order for it to do that. Especially right now, since it's not in the best of shape, you probably wouldn't be able to do that right now.
Damn. All right, gonna have to contact
idea, though.
I like
Starfleet
that
to
idea,
get the
though.
get the
Cool fucking
FTL's
idea.
upgrade.
That is a cool idea. I will definitely encourage that in the future if you guys can get the parts.
Adding it to my note.
I have, if we can get a couple people on the EWS system to hack into their systems and disable their, first of all, their navigation and their weapons, they'll be sitting ducks.
Good.
Also, somebody
hit them
who
both
who
with
is
electronic warfare.
also somebody who's a more of a people person than me. Maybe get on
Ophelia.
comms. Get on comms and see if we can't work out a deal. They're junk for the
Who's the next
for the
best?
kid.
Ophelia is meant for this moment.
I'm just
Don't ask Brockus to do it. Brockus has a 7 charisma. Brockus's terms of negotiation is, I have a better shotgun than you.
What's
That's a
Vera's?
valid standpoint, though.
Vera's charisma, I guess it would be, is 13. So it's not terrible, but once it's kind of confirmed that we're going to be going after these guys, I think Vera hands over the navigation controls to Brockus, and she calls Acelia and gets her to meet her in the armory, and she begins to suit up for a boarding because that's what
Okay,
her
fair.
specialty is. That's what she did in the military before she was a
Yes.
navigator.
Ooh,
Okay.
yeah, you're good at this.
So breaching team.
So
Okay.
as you're starting to get ready and you guys kind of try to prep for this, Brockus, does a 21 hit your ship?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Okay, you're gonna take 300 points of damage as that ship finally caught up to you and is now firing at you guys from the side.
All right, first off, we take care of these fuckers.
I'm like occasionally rolling to see how quickly they approach you guys. I'm like, all right, they got time. Okay. So
No mercy on this one.
Okay, so we'll do another quick round of what we're gonna do. So Mel, is there anything you want to do in this moment?
Let's quickly disable this ship so it can't follow us in the messy way. I'm going to try to form targets on explosive parts of the ship and parts that will damage and disable it. So I
Okay,
want to
so you kinda wanna
basically,
run
I
a
want to
scan.
create like glowing sections for those on weapons to have advantage on hits or whatever with possibilities of
Okay.
explosion.
Go
I don't know
ahead
what-
and roll me a engineering.
All right. 16.
16. Okay, so you're typing away into the system and kind of running a scan over the ship, and you actually point out about 4 basic points that you light up on everyone's screen at this point. You see kind of targets showing up on the screen on where their weak spots are, on where everyone should focus their attacks on. So you were able to put up literal targets so everyone knows where to shoot.
Will that give them advantage or some sort of bonus?
It won't give them advantage, but it will lower it will lower in a way not the AC, but it will lower the sorry, it'll give them a higher chance to shoot. Words are hard. I'm sorry. I know what I'm saying in my head. I'm just not saying it
Benefit.
out loud.
As long
It
as
helps.
I've
It
achieved the
helps.
benefit.
Let's put it that way. It helps.
I'm
Let's
cool
put
with
it that
that.
way. Okay.
So I do
Where's
that,
the
and
card?
then do I have time to go start prepping a little bit for a boarding party as well?
You can do that, yes.
Okay. Okay, she needs medical
Okay.
help.
Okay, dress card.
So, would I have any idea which would be easier out of these two options? One, to take control of their thrusters, or two, take control of their doors, both internal and external.
You would have a better chance at their thrusters.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the thrusters.
Okay.
I want full thruster control and lockout for them.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me for this it would be hacking.
So that's gonna be 25.
25? Okay. And you just want to disable them.
No. I want to lock them out from being able to control their thrusters while making their thrusters put them into a spin to increase gravity in their ship. Basically nail them to the floor.
Okay. Okay.
You're
so
Wait, are you causing a backwards feedback to cause a gravity well inside the ship?
No.
Oh, that's what I thought you
I
said you were
want it-
doing.
Basically, if you make it spin clockwise or counterclockwise longitudinal axis fast enough, they get squashed in the floor because it's causing artificial gravity.
turning the ship
Gotcha.
into a centrifuge.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which I absolutely agree with.
Lots of puking maybe in their future.
Possibly some crushed bones, depending on how heavy of a planet they come from.
That's true.
Nice.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a percentile. Slowly becoming the gecko car. Gekar.
Does he have a permit?
Hermit.
That's 87.
87? Okay, so you start to see the thrusters kind of spinning in a different direction. And you notice the ship just slightly tip a little bit. And it's starting to kind of rotate, and the comms are not on, but you think that you were successful in what you were trying to achieve.
I will then say over the comms, they're going to be preoccupied for a little bit.
Gotcha.
Are we good to go after the other ship?
I think so. No guarantees.
We should probably get going. Do we want to maybe get them to stop or allow us to board by saying that we're willing to do the trade? Well, I mean, we have the money that they were, the ransom, essentially.
Let's
Whether or not we actually give it to them is a call, but we do want to back safely.
let's wait until our boarding party signals us that they're ready, but that is a good idea. Little bait and switch.
I
Yeah.
would be wary about letting them know that we know who they have, because then they might wonder what kind of connections we have.
No, we don't necessarily have to say, hey, we know who this is. Just say, you give us the girl, we'll give you what you want. Even trade.
I mean, they
Okay,
might be
so
a little
you
soft
guys-
about that, but maybe we're just good Samaritans that care.
Happy
All
good
right.
Samaritans.
So that's the plan then. We prepare a boarding party and get up close and communicate with them, convince them that we're wanting to trade.
Seems
Eh.
like a good plan to start. If they seem reluctant, Brockus, try to line up our airlock with theirs as best you can.
Easy enough.
Any tips, Vera?
Well, if they agree to let us board, then we just walk on. If they don't agree, things will get very loud very quickly, and then they will get very quiet. Just follow my lead. You'll be fine. I've done this 1,000 times.
All right.
That's
Jessica, you're good with the ladies. You want to try? Are you good at talking to men as well? You want to try
I
to
feel like I
negotiate
just-
with him?
I feel
or...
like I just got asked about my preferences.
That might have come out wrong. Do you
Are you
mind?
sure this is a conversation you want to have on the intercom?
That's not what I meant.
I'm not quite. I haven't had much luck with Batarians, let's put it that way. But are we ditching the idea of disabling their ships when we get there?
No,
no, I think we should do that too.
Okay.
indeed.
Just the way you
Uh,
suggested, Jessica, the electronic way instead of the shooting way. So we've got a three-tiered approach, right? Diplomatic, electronics, so that they can't get away if they try, and then boarding party.
Zora, while this conversation is going on, can we start moving the ship that way?
Yes, you
Or are
can.
we okay.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah,
once
you
once
get away.
they
You can see
start
the other
That.
ship just like it's in a bad place right now. So you're just like, just start heading
yeah,
out.
like we turn
Yeah, they're no
that
threat.
one we turned that one into like, three extremely buff people on the teacup ride at Disneyland. So
Jakar will call out to Jamar. Jamar, I need you at the EWS station to help me set up a protocol. And after we set that in place, I will try to join with the boarding party to help however I can there.
Actually, Drescar, I think you might be better suited at the EWS. If you can control their doors, that would make our job a whole lot easier.
This is in character. That involves hacking, which I'm good at, but Jamar is infinitely better at. I can also take things out quickly and quietly.
I don't think we're planning on being too quiet.
Yes, if we have to force our way in, I'm afraid quiet usually isn't an option.
Well, if they let us in and you can be sneaky,
Yes,
that's
if they
another
let us
story.
in, then
Maybe
yeah,
you
different story.
follow us in tactical cloak. Or
That's what I was
invisible.
thinking.
It's a good idea.
If you're going in loud, pull the riot shield out of my locker. It may come in handy in those tight knit situations.
I'll take it.
Just
It's
picturing
heavy.
like grease smeared Mel. Just this big old riot shield that's
Giant car door.
full
Can I even pick
sized,
it
if
up?
not bigger than her.
Riot shields considered heavy weapons?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're heavy.
Well, not really. It's not really heavy weaponry, but I would assume like a Krogan riot shield would be heavy.
Let me see if I have.
What's your strength?
proficiency. Mel
That's
tries
not a
to
question
pick up
you're
the
supposed
riot
to ask
shield.
an engineer.
You know,
You never-
second thought.
Oh, your
I should
strength.
probably-
Oh, I just saw your strength.
Yeah.
Oh,
thought-
no.
Maybe, perhaps
Maybe-
Acelia can carry the riot shield.
Yeah, Asili, you want to join? I'm just gonna leave it here. This is where it belongs.
Yeah,
Acelia's
Acelia, she has the strength to do it, but
Okay.
Acelia's hands, just like Vera's, are going to be full of guns.
All right. Well, thanks for the offer, Brockus, but I think the shield really just wants us to be with you. I'm just gonna get my med pack and
It has one master.
some tools, and that will be for
I
me.
did put a strength requirement on it, and it's a fairly low requirement, but it's not when you have a negative.
a negative
strength.
one ain't cutting it.
No.
If you guys want, I can try talking to them. I'm all right at talking, but
Yes, keep them busy while we get this set up. Jamar, are you on your way?
Yes, I would like to man the guns during this, but yeah, we can set something up.
should I hail them now, or wait till we get closer?
I think we open communications the moment we're close enough. The moment we're within range of it.
So you guys start getting everything together. After Acelia is done, she's manning the navigation system, and she alerts you all when you guys are just like a couple miles off from this asteroid belt where the ship kind of stopped and disappeared into, letting you know that you're now within range if you wanted to open communications.
So, what I've been wanting to work on with Jamar and Raven, let me know if you have any additional or different ideas. But basically, I want to create a data package to piggyback on the communications that will, if they try to fire their weapon, like hitting that fire button powers down everything.
You want a Trojan protocol?
Pretty much.
Yeah, we can probably build a small horse.
Okay, go ahead and roll me in electronics.
I'm going to give myself guidance.
Okay.
Or wait, would this be
I was like, if you're doing it,
no?
otherwise Jamar's doing it.
Would this be an aid situation, or because we're trying to send this to the two ships that are there?
No, we're
You
sending
can't
it to
aid
one
him.
ship. We left the other ship behind, right?
I thought there was one ship there as well. Like there's two ships at this location.
Oh,
That we're
okay. So
heading
there's
to.
3 ships total.
Mhm.
Yeah, one that's
Involved.
spinning out,
Got it.
hopefully still, and one that has prisoner, and then another one at the same location. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, so we need to send this package to both ships.
Okay. You can, if you want to give him guidance, you can, but he would not have advantage on this. It would just be him doing this.
Okay, so he's making the program that goes to both ships.
Yes.
Okay, then I will aid him to give him advantage.
Okay. Well, it's not
What is
advantage.
that?
It's get him guidance.
Oh, you want you want me to give?
Yeah,
What is
I
the
said
guidance
he
give?
wouldn't get
Guidance, that's it.
advantage, but you could give him guidance if you wanted to help.
D6,
So
D8.
D6, D6.
Okay.
Man.
Guidance is going to help. That is a 23.
23? Okay, so you work on this for a couple minutes just trying to get this all programmed, and you struggle for a little bit, but then you're able to successfully connect it to their weapon system. So you've got a pretty good grasp that on one of the ships you'll be able to have control over that and have it shut down. Go ahead and give me one more roll for the other ship.
Can I do guidance on this one too?
Yes, you can. Mhm.
Okay, there you go.
Math.
What's on the die?
Give me a sec. I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
He's doing it the old-fashioned
20.
way instead of counting fingers.
20,
I feel like
25.
he's counting blinks because he blinks every time he's
Yes.
He's counting.
One, two,
Listen,
three,
listen.
4, 5, 6.
Listen, it's
Hey,
kind of like a
Ross.
hard drive light, okay? It just flickers when it's processing.
That beeping you're all hearing, that's Jamar's blinking trying to count. I love it. Okay, yeah, you do a little bit better this time around, and you are able to much quicker this time get into the other weapon system on the other ship. And when you guys are approaching, you notice that you can see the asteroid belt with all the rocks and everything around it, and you notice that where the ships are, it looks like that they are docked in what looks like a carved out area of one of the asteroids. And so you can see them sitting there, and a little further in, you can't see it too clearly from this distance, but you do see what looks like doors going into this asteroid. And you're thinking that this could potentially be a base, but you're not 100% sure from this distance, but you do see the ships hanging there.
Are you
Well,
guys
it looks like a
seeing that?
makeshift hangar.
You think that?
Yeah,
might
that's-
be-
We're
Alright,
playing the
we're both-
Canadian courtesy
Yeah,
game right now.
go ahead.
Yep, Canadian courtesy. Okay. You think that might be a base? Should we maybe change our plans up a bit if they've transferred her? Or try to stick to it?
Well,
I think we definitely send those packages to those ships either way, but I
Agreed.
get the feeling we're probably not boarding a ship.
Agreed. So, boarding party focus on the base and shut down hacking party, or Jamar, send your package to the ships. And do we want to try the diplomatic approach still?
might as well. No harm in it.
Okay. Should I let them know I know where the base is? It's kind of obvious, I guess. But
Yeah, I think at this point in time, it's rather obvious where the things are at.
Are
I don't
we
know. Maybe play off their ego. Maybe don't mention it. Maybe they think we don't know it's there.
Alright, I'll see how it goes. Vera, are they in visual range of or scans range of us? Like, do they know we're here?
So Vera is actually hanging out by the airlock at the moment.
Yeah,
But
that's right.
Acelia is there, actually.
is at
Acelia.
navigation.
Sorry, Acelia. Are they able to see us or sense us?
From this range, they are able to.
Okay, might as well get started then. You guys have package ready?
Yes.
Hailing all
Is the
ships.
package ready?
Hailing all ships. Please respond.
Oh, so you followed us, huh? What do you want?
We heard part of that cut-off transmission and are concerned there might be someone aboard your vessels that does not want to be, and we are willing to trade for her.
Are you part of the ransom party?
I'm not sure we understand what you're referring to. We just heard a person in distress.
Yes, she is being taken care of.
I don't
Do you
like
have what we
this.
asked for?
What? How am I supposed to know what you asked for if I don't know anything about any ransom? Give me something to work with here. What do you want?
We want
What-
our credits.
How much credits do you want? I don't know what the going rate is for pirate slavers these days. We want you to release your slaves. We are a part of an anti-slaving group. It is our mission to free the universe.
Roll me a deception.
Oh shit, guys, we forgot to scribble over the Spectre symbol on our ship.
Technically, we're not lying.
Oh shit, we're flying around. We're flying around in an ancient war machine.
Alright, I need to find my deception score here. Hold on.
It's
Where
happening.
the hell is it? There it is. Okay. That's a 15. Not as bad as
15?
it could be.
Okay. Right. Well, whatever you are clearly here for the girl, and trust me when I say that we are not slavers. We won't harm her as long as we get what we want.
Alright, that's great to hear. Is it just the one prisoner that you have, the one slave, or do you have multiple that we need to free? We're willing to negotiate.
You're going to pay for all of them.
Mel goes over on bids and go,
Brock is just kind of like this, but we only want the one. Only the one.
Mel mutes it. But if they have more,
Look, we don't have. They're gonna if they have more, they're gonna want more. Look, we get the one that they need. The Spectres come back in, and they just annihilate the place and rescue everyone like Spectres do.
You just hear in the background like, hello?
that's not how
Hello?
it works.
Trust
I
me.
think we need to get all of them.
No. We get her. We let the Spectre do her job, and she gets the rest.
I mean, we're not really paying them, so we can offer them anything.
Look, no. Let's just keep it simple. I'm with you. We should rescue
Hello?
everyone, but we don't have the means to do it.
Sorry, I was
This
just
thing on?
speaking over with my crew to see what kind of funds we could put together. We're not sure. So how much do you want for the one, first of all? Then we can open up negotiations for the others.
She is incredibly valuable. We're asking for 10 million credits.
Ooh! Wow, that's going rate for a slave these days, huh?
It's the going rate for a matriarch's daughter.
We'll make
Brock
sure
is gonna
it's I don't
gonna
know.
signal Mel.
mute. What?
Just tell him we'll give him what if ransom. Ask if the ransom was what was in that cargo, and if so, they can have it.
Was this ransom you talk about in the cargo that we recovered from the remains of whatever was there?
Part of it, we found out that they were lying and didn't give us the full amount we were asking for. Originally, we were asking for 6 million, but now we've upped it for lying.
Look, I don't know who lied to you. We're just good Samaritans out here trying to free slaves. So, 10 seems a bit steep, but 6 we could probably piece together in the amount of time we have. And if that was what was in the crate, then okay, we'll put 2 extra of our own funds plus what was in the crate. 2 million extra plus what was in the crate for her. Right now, ready to go. You can just take it and go. You don't have to worry. You don't have to stress anymore. You know, it's just like, it's a good deal. We're here. Cash ready. You know? Credit ready. Sorry, you probably don't know what that term means. Cash. It's a old... Anyway, forget that. So what do you say? Here now. Come and get it.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage! Mella's
already
doing a
lied to-
good job.
She's doing a great job, but they saw through your first lie, so it's not in good favor right now.
Damn it. Okay, it's not too bad. I got the same number on both dice. Both of them were 12s. So 14.
Okay. How do I know that you're not going to give us the amount that you promise?
Wait, was that a sentence? How do we know? How do try to break it down? But can you say it just one more
the
time?
universal
How do we
translator
know?
working.
Okay.
God, you guys are killing me. Oh, this is too fun. Just, god damn it. I am a Batarian.
Hello? Could you repeat that last bit?
Okay. How do we know that you will pay us in the amount that you promised us, unlike the last crew who lied?
Alright. That's fair. I can see you're a smart guy, right? So, here's this.
I'm a girl.
Oh god.
Mute. Did you think that was a girl? Did it
What
sound
the
like a girl?
fuck?
Apologize.
I'm so sorry. It's just the power and respect that you command just came off as masculine.
You fucking humans think everything. You sound human. You sound ignorant.
It's going.
That is very true. You are a very wise woman. Look, you've obviously seen through my bullshit. How about this? I'll be real with you. Let's just face-to-face transaction then. That way you have the full control of the situation and you can check the credits right then and there. We'll board your ship or wherever you would like us to go, and we'll deliver the crate, and you can look over the goods, and then we'll make the transaction. We are going to need the prisoner to be there for the exchange, and I would like right now for you to send me proof of life.
The prisoner stays where she is. But you can feel free to come aboard and we can try to do the exchange if you have the credits that you say you have. And as an act of faith, despite your rudeness, I will gift you with this. And you see a video being sent onto your screen of what looks like a couple of Batarians and a Vorcha around what looks like a cell, like a prisoner cell, and you see a purple Asari just kind of huddled in the corner of this cell, just kind of whimpering and shaking.
As that data burst comes through, I want to scan it and make sure that there's nothing hinky in it, like what we're trying to do to them.
Sure. Go ahead and do an electronics.
All right, we're just verifying your
Dirty
video.
20.
Dirty 20. It seems like a real feed. It looks like it's a live feed.
Look at Dresscar.
Seems live, seems clean.
Unmute. All right. Sounds fair. Very well. Where would you like us to board for the exchange?
I don't think your ship will fit in this dock. If you have a shuttle, I suggest that you use it. Come aboard. We will be right through those doors.
All right. That sounds fair. Do you want us to board the ship or another location?
You hear a click.
Did you get the package off?
Yeah, I think we would have done that. First part of the conversation, we probably would have sent that off.
Gee,
Tried to
we have an
scroll
open
over the
comm
page.
channel? Of course we are.
Yeah. Okay, so
Since that was actually a
why are you
pretty
looking at me?
decent. Because I don't know if this thing's going robotic or not. So
That's true. Okay, but you're fine for now.
since this conversation went on for a while, would
it
I
did.
be able to take the opportunity to try to scan their facility?
You
like-
certainly can. Yeah.
Try to dig out some schematic or something?
Yeah. You go ahead and try. Go ahead and do electronics.
Also, you said the ships are connected to the base right now, right?
It looks like that it is a so it looks like it's this rectangle that's kind of carved out of the side of this asteroid, and there's two ships that look like they're landed on the inside of it.
So they want us to board the ship inside the meteor? I'm trying to
They
understand the
want
visual
you
here.
so they want you to land a shuttle because there's no way in hell your ship's
Oh,
gonna fit.
so they want
here.
us to land,
land a
so they're just
shuttle in
admitting
there
to the
and walk
base.
through.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they just
They want you to
admitted
enter the
base.
base.
Okay, got it. Got it. Thank you.
Because it looks like with how it's viewed, because it's something they just carved out of the side, they didn't set up the technology to have some sort of force field or something around it so you could breathe air out there. So unless they want to be completely suited up, which it sounds like they don't, they want you inside the facility for this. But you could fit a shuttle there. It's wide enough.
Okay.
And what was your electronics roll?
19.
19? Okay. You are able to scan it. You're not able to get too much because with the asteroid belt, there is some interference. But from what you do gather, it looks pretty small on the inside. You can't really get like a reading as to like how many people are inside per se. You get like a couple blips here and there, but again, it's a little wonky. But it looks as a whole pretty small.
Okay. Would I be able to do anything else in that time, or would that have taken up the time for
You
conversation?
guys, anyone else would be allowed to do a couple more things if you wanted to. It was a fairly lengthy conversation. It was about 5 minutes.
Where's the Mass Effect thing here?
And
There was
Brackus,
a
you can
lot
come
of
now.
there was a lot of Mel talk.
What was that? I heard somebody say Brackus.
Oh, I was saying you can come with us now, so you can always prepare yourself to board too. Because I mean, if we're taking the shuttle,
I would prefer having someone on the ship still, just in case something goes south. I don't want to
Julia?
leave this thing.
If you like, I can stay behind. I have been trained in working on the ship and navigations.
How well are you flying the thing?
What was that? You cut out.
How well are you at flying the thing?
I have had a little bit of practice, but I am actually quite good at the times I have practiced.
All right. But get any scratches on it coming out of Vera's allowance?
Would you like me to go outside and take pictures of the scratches from behind the ship to prove that it was not me?
It's a joke.
Make sure you mark the fuel gauge and check the tire pressures as well.
Proof of previous damage. Take a picture of mileage.
I don't quite understand jokes. I understand Mel was trying to use that with me the other day, and I don't have a grasp on it.
It's a work in progress.
Yes.
I mean, she only has
I-
Vera to work off of, right? We gotta
We'll
work with her.
Hey.
Oh, that's dry
just
humor.
try not to get to. Don't let the ship get damaged. Pretty much.
I will do my best, as well as make sure that the navigation system is upside to side in case that other ship comes up from behind.
Keep in contact in case something happens if we need to get out fast.
I will.
Brockus is gonna go back and he's gonna gear up and get the riot shield.
Okay.
Okay, so, Celia, if you're staying behind, give me your helmet. I was really not looking forward to going out into space without one.
I was actually going to ask what you were going to do instead, and since I am staying behind, it would make perfect sense for you to have it instead, especially since we are the same size.
Yes, I'll try to bring it back intact.
Thank you. And it's just the standard, nothing fancy, the basic bitch helmet.
Yep.
Let's see here. So, got schematics. Not great schematics, but schematics.
General idea.
Would I be able to identify anything that might be holding cells?
With those schematics, not kind of. There's a couple of rooms that look kind of big that maybe they're cells, but you also found a couple of smaller rooms. Those could be cells. You're not 100% sure. But you do see like a few rooms, and that's about it. You can't get a lot of detail out of it.
Okay. Mar wants to work with me on this. I'd like to work. Whether he does or doesn't, just depends on who rolls. But I want to work on wiring in door control and light control to our Omni tools.
For the facility or for the base?
Yeah, for the facility, if we can.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you would not be able to.
Okay.
I mean, you could try when you're actually in there, but it's gonna be a very difficult DC.
Okay. Sure.
This sounds like a me problem.
But you guys can, disable their firing their weapon systems on their ships, so, you got that.
I mean, that's hopefully what the packages we prepped will do.
Mm-hmm. And then really quick, Vera, because I have to ask now every single time you board something, are you going shoeless or not shoeless?
I've got my shoes on because I was expecting to have to float a little bit through space. Not happening now, but I'm not going to take them off.
I was going to say, you have time to take them off if you want to kick them off.
I'm half expecting them to blow us out the airlock the second we land, so I'm going to keep my helmet and shoes on.
Okay, that's fair. Okay. And you're like in your full military gear, aren't you?
Oh yeah, she was ready to just go in guns blazing. Like all 7 of her guns blazing.
That's fair. Okay. Go ahead and actually, you know what? Just because looking at the time, let's go ahead and take another break. And then we'll see what you guys want to do as far as like taking a shuttle in there and see what you guys decide on what your next plan of action is. So don't go anywhere, guys. We will be right back after this brief break. And we are back. So, you guys get prepped, and are you taking the shuttle to the dock, so to speak, this landing strip that they've made out of their the asteroid?
Real quick, team. Are we bringing the actual credits that we promised in a crate?
Yes.
Are we bringing a crate of surprises? What are we doing?
Bring the credits. No pun intended on this, but it adds to our credibility.
So we've promised 8 million credits. So how much was in the crate? Was it the 6 million in the crate?
3.
It was just 3 million in the crate.
Mhm.
All right. Do we have that in our funds? I thought we were just coming up with 2 extra million.
Do you
No,
guys?
nope, not even remotely.
What about the group funds?
Vera's
Nope.
poor.
Nope. Our group funds, we have 495,000.
Look,
Hey,
You guys.
I wasn't expecting us to actually go through with the deal, and it's more like those are just a distraction so we can shoot them in the face while they're counting the money.
Well,
mean,
Mel does have 199 if we needed it.
I
Someone
don't.
The
give this
other
woman
thing
1,000.
is, the other thing is though, we've always been paid electronically. We've never gotten physical credits. This is the first time physical credits have been brought into the game.
Yep.
So, what I'm doing with the credits is they basically look like credit cards, but you can see the insides. It almost looks like a motherboard kind of, and it's more of like, and it's got a little barcode on it that if you ever get physical credits, you just scan it onto your Omni tool, and the credits are transferred.
Yeah, so I don't suppose,
We've got
Jamar,
an
you
entire.
could, like, rig up a dummy account that looks like we have the credits.
You want me to create a fake bank account quickly to make sure? Oh, absolutely. Why not? Sure.
Why does it say your bank account has
Dude.
87 trillion credits?
Go ahead
I
and
mean-
give me an electronics roll.
It doesn't have to, live up to scrutiny. It just has to live up to the first initial glance.
Sure. 24.
24. You are able to make a fake account. Because you had to do it really quick and on the fly. Tracing will be slightly wonky, but it looks believable.
Like I've done this before or something.
How much credits are you pretending is in this account?
Yes.
The exact amount they're expecting.
It doesn't.
okay.
It doesn't even link to like a bank account. It's like QR code for like an NFT or something.
It's just all Bitcoin. That's all it is. It's just Bitcoin and
No.
6 million in one.
Nope. It's the license to an asteroid that blew up a couple hundred years ago.
There you go. It's a dead.
No, probably about double what we need.
Okay. So you've got roughly 12 million in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Negotiating room while we bullshit our way into murder.
It's fair. It's fair. Are you bringing any crates with you? Those cats,
I mean,
man.
I think we should.
You can see this shit, right?
Yeah.
I think we should bring like the crates with us, just because it's a visual effect.
Well,
Yep.
I don't think we can we? Because those were big crates, and we're just taking a shuttle.
Oh,
You
true.
guys do have those. I mean, you guys do have those dollies if you wanted to load it up.
Are they big enough to fit on the shuttle with all of us? Or
Couple that
small
will.
enough, I guess.
I mean, if
Couple of them.
we've got the dummy account that shows exactly how much they wanted, we could just give them that dummy account.
Yeah, let's just bring the dummy account and
Okay.
bring the doll too.
Yes, they may want the doll more than the credits.
All right, you guys are just joshing around with me now, right?
We're bringing the
It's a
doll
joke?
loaded
There
with
had to be a
explosives.
reason it was there.
Did Vera just tell a joke? Like a good joke?
No, I'm serious.
Take the doll. We put an explosive in it.
I was so
Insight
hopeful.
check because I'm having trouble.
Okay, go ahead, insight check.
Not a bad idea.
Alright, that's a 16 on the die. Let me see what my insight is. 18.
Vera?
Yeah. I also can't tell she's joking.
She wants to bring the doll.
She's being sincere. It's no
All
joke.
right. Drescar leans over to Mel. No, I think she's being for real.
I'm
Really?
confused now. Is that another form of a joke?
Well, I mean, I thought it was, but, well, look, you know, the doll's not all that bad. Have you guys tried it? Give it a
I don't
squeeze.
think I'll get this.
I mean, it's pretty. You just squeeze it. It feels really nice.
Yeah, we don't know why it was there though. I think we should bring it.
I knew what I
Alright.
should have done on break. Kicking myself now. Anyway,
Sorry?
I was gonna have a visual for you guys, but never mind.
Don't,
Oh, well.
don't use all the kicking.
But I'm kind of attached to. All right. But I'm taking it back with me when we're done.
What is that?
It's a Volus
somebo-
doll.
Did somebody
and it
buy a
talks.
miniature ep?
Right.
No,
we forgot
it's-
to tell you about the doll. It was in the crate with the credits and the Omnigel and the Metagel.
It
I'll-
talks when you squeeze it.
I'll
Why?
pick it by its throat and squeeze just as a little demonstration for Brockus.
And as he squeezes, you hear in this little high pitched voice going, and a horde of credits.
It's horrifying.
I would light
But
that thing
it's-
on fire if we were not giving it to them.
Well, he's cute.
Vera, can you please put a grenade in it before you give it to them?
No, I wanted to turn him into a little backpack.
We can get you a real Volus if you want to do that.
I've seen a Volus turned into a backpack before.
They
She
hold a
doesn't
lot
have the
more
strength.
stuff.
She doesn't have the strength.
That sounds awful.
We'll bring it, and if we need it, we've got it. And if we don't, we don't.
Mel takes it, snatches it out of Drescar's hands.
So straps to it, and just takes creates a zipper. Just
Like
Oh,
from
Lord.
Bleach. Like, what was that character's name?
Bleach?
The little lion. Little lion plushies. And they make him into a backpack at one point. I literally had one of those, like, as a backpack.
I had a backpack that was a bat, but that's no, I still have that backpack.
Had a Rio Oki
oh,
backpack too. from
Yeah.
Tenchi.
Yeah. See, we
Yeah,
can make this
thank
work,
you, guys.
guys. Bolus backpack. It'd be a mini backpack, but you know, it works. Okay, so you bring the fake account and the Volus with you. The Volus
Think
plushie.
of the merch. Think of the merch. Behold roleplay. Siva, get on this. Bolus
Oh my
backpack.
god. There is a box downstairs in our closet. It's a tall white box. It's full of plushies. Can you bring it up?
Are you serious?
I'm being partially serious. Okay. Yeah. Anyway.
Sorry, carry on.
Yes. Okay. So we've got the Volus and the credit account. So you guys are boarding up onto the shuttle. I am assuming that I keep wanting to say dress car. God damn it. Brockus is driving it.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. I was like, if you
Still
don't,
part
it's
of
like,
his ship.
Brockus is like that dad that doesn't let anybody else sit behind the steering wheel. Nobody else is allowed to drive the car.
Unless
Dad's
we want to hide the Krogan. Do we want to hide the Krogan in a crate? Krogan
No.
in a crate?
No.
Like a Jack in the Box? Krogan in a crate?
Jack in the
This
Box
is
with a Krogan just pops up going,
Brockus is not a stripper to hide inside of birthday cake.
oh, and I'm trying to
Aw.
picture a half-naked Krogan and it's not working.
Okay, well, in the future, I do want to try Krogan in a crate.
I do too.
It needs to be a tactic.
That's what you do, like with Drax, how he just pops up and you just laugh and go, and then start shooting everyone. Be perfect.
If I ever bring in my Krogan, we will.
There you go. There we go. We got one. One volunteer. Okay, so you guys are able to land, and doesn't seem to be any funny business. When you guys get out, you notice pretty visually before that since there was no cutoff for air to be in here, you keep your helmets on, and you are able to walk in through the doors. And when you walk in, give me a moment here.
Real quick, as we land the shuttle and we're all like getting up from our seats and starting to exit, I was sitting beside Mel, and as I get up to exit, I just very quietly say so she can hear, "I can't believe you actually brought the doll." And then I step out of the shuttle.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
You guys are fucking up Acelia, and like, what is humor? It's just like she's just like, I don't. What?
Well, at
Not
least
that
it
she's
isn't
there
like
right now,
she's
but still.
at least she isn't like witnessing physical humor, because she's gonna like misunderstand when somebody's gonna walk out of the room. She's gonna like cold cock him across the face.
And all you hear is tag, you're it. Just walk away.
Oh God.
Okay, so you guys enter, you go through these double doors that kind of just like whoosh open and close behind you. And you look inside, and there's just a little bit of a narrow hallway that kind of funnels out into a room that almost looks like it divides into two paths. And in the front, you see a Batarian and two Vorcha on the side of them. Well, where are my credits?
Everyone looks at Jamar.
We have them.
My
Where's your prisoner?
She is being taken care of right now. Once we have proof of the credits, we will bring her forth.
accountant. Show him the money.
Show me the money!
And I hold up from where I'm standing the credit chip with the money.
Okay. All right. Let's see how much is on it. Do you want to show me, or do you want to hand it over and I will confirm myself?
I show him.
Okay. You notice that that she motions one of the Vorcha over, and so one of the Vorchas starts getting closer to you, and you just see it kind of with its big toothy smile, just kind of snarling the whole time, just like, and gets closer and pulls out his Omni tool, and he starts checking the account.
Brockus is like holding back so hard not to just like put the barrel of the shotgun against this thing's head and pull the trigger. Brockus doesn't like Vorcha.
So, that's your accountant then?
Give me a second, I need to see.
It's a Vorcha. We could have shown them anything and they'd believe it was credits.
Exactly.
Hold up a dead fish.
Yeah, just jingle the keys and they're impressed. I mean,
They're like, ooh, what's this we see? This sounds like a gremlin. Oh god.
I mean that's all they are, is overgrown gremlins.
Yeah, they really are. Electronics. Okay. I feel like it's only fair. Jamar, go ahead and make a performance check.
Why do you do this to me?
I'm sorry.
That's not horrible. 16.
16, okay. Okay. So you see the Vorcha kind of going through its Omni tool, and it lets out another little snarl. It just goes like, and it turns back around and it whispers as Vorcha does into the Batarians. That's how Vorcha would whisper. You give me that look.
Does like the Batarian like cringe from that noise?
It's like, I feel like
They don't really have ears, so I think it's fine. Kinda.
He like spits a little bit on him.
Welcome to
Wait, what's it?
Vorcha. Welcome to the Vorcha ASMR.
no one wants.
Give me a
The thing no one asked for.
It's just a lot of claws and teeth and just a lot of just drool.
I think we missed. Could you say that again? We didn't quite hear.
Just
There's something in your throat.
That's a chicken from earlier. So after it's done whispering, you see the Batarian hold up her gun to you guys. It's like, now where are the real credits? I will give you one last chance before I
Look.
blow your accountant's head off.
Are you sure your Vorcha did it right? I mean, he is. What did he? Does he have an accounting credential like mine? Because I was pretty
Brock
sure
is-
that the credits are on that chip.
Brock is
Feels
just gonna
might
put
be
himself in
confused by the
between.
large numbers.
Brock is
Yeah,
just gonna
Mel's
put
just
himself
going
in
like this.
between the gun and Jamar.
Mel's like doing this behind her back, like get in position, like I'm stalling. Somebody do
No,
something.
So
No
as
need.
you
No
start
need for
talking-
hostilities, Cat.
Can
What he
you give
showed
us
you
a
is
layout?
legit.
Like, how far away
Yes.
are these people
Give
away
me-
from us? How many?
Give me a moment. So the I lost my train of thought. Because you guys cracked me up. So as Mel starts opening up her mouth, the Batarian immediately snaps to you. So I was right. You are a human. Were you the one trying to sweet talk me and call me a man?
I'm very sorry. I've only been in this universe. I've only been away from my own little spot for a little while, you know, still learning the ropes. So I haven't quite got the, you know, and the whole time Mel is motioning behind her back.
Are you making it pretty obvious?
I mean, I don't know. I can roll for it.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand.
Let's see how subtle Mel is being. It's just panicking. Oh no, I rolled really well. I almost wanted it to be low. No,
Okay,
she's
so
dirty
I
20.
will-
You did really good.
Dirty 20?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this really quick. Just so you guys can get a better
Find her.
visual on this. No more wormy for you guys.
She's trying to make like little gun hand puppets. Pew. Behind her. Trying to make a little hand puppet dress car with little stabby stab.
Oh yeah, you joined the fray. I had you out for a while there. Okay, so technically, let's see, Celia's actually not here. There we go. So go ahead and kind of line yourselves up on where you are at this point.
Alright, I need to be somewhere right about there.
Yeah, Brockus would probably put a little bit of space between himself and Jamar, just in case he needs to move somewhere.
Okay.
I guess
Seeing,
I'm up front.
I was gonna say, seeing Mel make those motions, I would step up, right with her, and as I step up,
Oh, okay. So so you are closer than
That is way closer than we.
Yeah,
we
that's
thought.
what. Yeah, because I didn't know you were that close to him, because Brockus was gonna try to like be in the front to be kind of that meat shield if a gunshot went off.
We didn't really have a map to get visuals on, but I
That's
imagined
fair.
I was going forward since I was the face of this, like talking to them. I felt
That's
like
fair.
I would be up forward, but
Well, so
If you want, you can move yourself back a little bit if you wanted to, since you didn't quite have a visual.
Do you want me in front of you, Mel?
I just feel like that would have been an immediate aggressive thing. So, like,
Brockus saw the gun.
well,
Yeah.
let me just say this. You could have been next to Jamar, and the gun was pulled out, and Brockus put him between the gun and Jamar. Well,
Okay.
between me
Look,
and
I
Jamar,
don't-
that open space.
I don't care. Like, it's just in my
Okay.
head, I was right in front of them. So
If you want to be, you can.
I'll just move.
That would just mean Brockus would
Fine.
be kind of like next to you.
Because
So, like-
Jamar handed me the chit, and then I handed it to them. So I
Mhm.
would have been in front, right?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
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 I'm just being fair. It's just where I
Yeah,
am.
nope, that's fine. I'm
Okay,
also
that
giving you a
puts me
chance, like I said, if you wanted to step back when you can, because you didn't have a visual, so that's totally fine too. But if you want to be up front, that's totally fine.
Let's be closer to the Vorcha.
And I'm just motioning to them to get ready. Like,
Yeah. So seeing that, I would step up behind Mel, so I'm like right there with her, and not in her way if she needed to step back. But
Okay.
I would
Okay.
also kind of call out as I'm approaching. In her defense, you're just as ugly as your men, so it's hard to tell the difference sometimes.
Before that can of worm opens up, Dresscar, where are you placing yourself? Because you're off the map.
I'm right there.
Yeah, that's
You're,
darkness. You're off the map.
You're
off
in the
map.
space between hallways.
Yes. You're the in-between.
Oh,
He's got no clip activated.
I had no idea that was a hallway.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just dark.
There's Dressguard ripping a wall panel off and diving into the
Yep.
wall.
He's just
In the
taking
No,
void.
I'm the HVAC system. Deal with it.
He's in the fence.
So where are you? Get yourself back on the map.
We should not have done this deal in a hallway. Wow. Okay.
Again, we didn't know.
We
what the
didn't get a
visual
whole lot of
was.
No, we
choice.
didn't.
I mean, in my defense, I did say there was a hallway and then it opens up. So
Well, it makes sense
So-
that they would set it up to have us in a choke point.
Taking
No.
what Vera said right there, and knowing that that's normally not how Vera presents herself, Brockus is going to take that as a signal of it's go time.
if you want to, I will give you the opportunity to make an insight check if you want.
Yeah, because Brockus is great on insight.
I'm just saying if you want to. Oh no.
Brockus think it's a go time.
And Mel is waiting to hear any
Um,
kind of sound from Vera, and she's gonna immediately duck down.
Yep, and Brockus is like, if you allow me, Brockus is going to like instantly just kick in the charge towards the Batarian.
Okay. When Vera says that, we're gonna have it where Mel is kind of like, oh shit, what the fuck is Vera doing? And kind of start ducking.
Mel goes
You
prone.
start getting revved up, and you see the Batarian just physically like shaking in anger, just like so pissed off. And you see her raise her gun, now switching from Mel to Vera. And you hear her shout out something, although you guys don't understand it. Let's go ahead and roll initiative. I'm gonna put Wheatley on the board because Wheatley's there.
I
I'll
always
take a
feel a
Wheatley.
little bit bad when I'm the antagonizer, but it had to be done.
It was great.
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So. Hey. So, none of this ominous music no more. Let's go ahead and get shit going. I think, oh, there was another, is this the one I want? Yes.
Mel is just so proud and impressed with Vera right now. She's already planning on making like badass Vera comics later when she gets back to the ship.
And Athelia isn't even here to see it.
I know. It's okay. Mel will
Aw.
show her the comics later, play by play. All Vera's cool one-liners.
You're breaking up like crazy now.
Cool.
Yeah. Wow, I rolled
Yay,
like
shit
shit for
initiative.
everyone.
And I'm fine with it. I'd rather not go first.
I rolled shit for everybody.
They are Vorcha and Batarian.
God. Okay. The RP I've been doing fairly good, and then we get into the fights, and I'm like, well, fuck me. Okay. Okay.
Oh, I did better than them. Yay, something.
Okay.
I'd rather go after them. though.
Vera, you're up.
So is it obvious at this point that hostilities are about to ensue?
I mean, you kind of ensued it.
I did.
You
Yeah.
you did. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay,
You get that sense.
Well, we're just gonna double down on that then, I guess. And bonus action, that little shoulder-mounted Hawk missile launcher is gonna pop up.
Okay.
And it is going to fire at the Batarian,
Okay.
and it is going to automatically hit and deal 66 lightning damage.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Damn.
Okay. Roll it. Oh, I should probably have. Ugh.
23 lightning damage. So hopefully that will take out any shield they may have.
Okay. Yes, you do see some of it is absorbed, but it looks like that a good chunk of it went to her.
Is that with it doubled, Vera?
That was not doubled. So that was that damage doubled versus shield, remainder cut in half.
Right.
2 HP.
That's right. Because you did say lightning. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, you either way you do see a good chunk of it going to her. So just a second. Oh, you can keep going. I'm just grabbing this real quick. So go ahead.
Well, I think we are going to... Yeah, you know what? I'm a Turian. I go all out on the first round. Why not? We're
That's
gonna
fair.
follow that up by using our ballistic blades. So that will be a ranged weapon attack for me.
Okay.
Does a... What is my modifier on this?
And this is still on the Batarian, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Does a 22 hit.
22 does hit.
Okay, so that is going to be... Damage on this one is ridiculous. Ooh, okay, yeah, this is going to be ridiculous. That will be 34 piercing damage.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
And they are now bleeding as well. So on the start of their turn, they are going to take an additional 3d12 damage.
Jesus. Okay. That looks like bleeding. Sure. Okay.
And then
Okay.
we're going to use our adrenaline rush
Okay.
and pull out our starburst rifle and shoot them twice.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and give me the first shot.
The first shot is a 19 to hit.
19 does hit.
So that is is not very good damage on that, unfortunately. That will be 13 radiant damage.
Okay. So as you kind of just open fire on her, you see that she just grabs her side as blood is just kind of gushing out. And when she turns to look up at you and this burst of radiant energy just consumes her, you notice that a good part of her face is just singed with what looks like scorch marks, and she just falls over dead.
Okay, so that final shot then will be at one of the Vorcha.
Hey. Damn, okay.
Let's target this guy here, because why not? That is going to be a 24 to hit.
4 hits.
And that will be 15 radiant damage.
Ooh, there's she. Oh my god. Okay. 15 radiant damage, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
And that is the end of Vera's turn.
Okay. So you just see it like trying to cover its face. It just as some of that radiant damage comes in. You see a little bit of some scorch marks on them, but not as bad as the Batarian. Okay. Ruckus.
Raucus is just gonna give a very proud smile to Vera as he walks in front of Mel and just takes the shotgun and just thrusts the blades on it towards the stomach of the Vorcha that just got shot.
Okay. And I'm sorry, it was this one?
Yeah,
Vera?
this one right here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Doesn't say much. Line of sight's better. Yeah, okay. Go ahead and
Okay,
go for
so
it.
that's gonna be 25.
That'll hit.
All right.
Because everyone knows Vorcha's AC is shit.
Yep. It's minimum damage, so it's gonna be 5.
You guys are not even gonna let me do pack tactics again, are you?
Unfortunate.
Is it dead?
No, it's not dead, but it's
Okay,
not
then
looking great.
Then I'm making a second attack and pull, and like once the blades enter, pulling the trigger on the shotgun.
Okay.
Natural 20
Oh
or
shit.
27.
Okay, so how do you
Dead.
want to obliterate this Vorcha?
I think the blades just sink right to the stomach, and as soon as like the shotgun goes off, he's separated in half.
So you just see 2 halves now of this Vorcha just slumped to the floor. As you see its tongue just kind of.
And Brock is just gonna look over at the other one and smile, and he's gonna drop into a blood rage.
Yep, I just remembered your blood rage.
Oh,
Yep.
it's been so long since you've gotten to do that.
It's been a while since we've had Raucus. I miss this. Okay. All right. So, anything else you want to do?
I don't think I have adrenaline surge or anything. I do
Okay.
not. So that is the end of my turn with the rage.
Okay, dress guard.
I'm going to let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, yeah. I'm going to run right past this guy to this door.
Okay. I'm gonna put you back here real quick.
Okay.
Because around the corner, you see a Turian with a rifle there ready to shoot. As soon as you turn that corner, it's gonna go ahead and use its held action. That 18. It's not gonna do jack shit, I'm sure. Hold on.
Hey, we gave them.
No. You came around that corner so quick that it threw them off guard that when they went to go shoot at you, they completely missed, almost kind of jumping, startled that you just showed up right there in front of their face. And they completely whiff. Okay.
All right. Now, quick question. In all fairness, I ran right past the Vorcha, so I did enter and exit. melee range.
You did. So they did have a.
You don't
hit
have to
and-
take the attack of opportunity, but if you want to.
So they were holding their action, but I was sneaky, didn't want you to see. Okay, yeah, so he's gonna do an attack of opportunity. He is gonna go ahead and he is going to yeah, he's actually gonna use ballistic blades against you.
That's a spell.
Yeah,
Sorry,
we're
not
getting.
ballistic blades. Sorry.
Azarin says the cams are jacked.
Oh. Oh, because of yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, because I forgot you popped in. Thank you. My apologies. We're gonna go ahead and leave Athelia there. Well, first things first, Vorcha completely whiffs, not expecting you to zoom by so fast, so it's kind of focusing on Brockus, and all of a sudden it sees you and it's like, and just completely misses you. So go ahead and do your thing. You are kind of stopped a little bit by this, actually kind of go right there, by this Turian.
Well,
While I
I'm
adjust all
gonna
the cameras.
I'm gonna drop this in here because
Robot.
yeah.
Fortification. Okay. That is a reaction, so you get a +5 to your AC. Okay.
But I always have the advanced version of this ready. Let's see here. So my turn till the start of my next turn. Haha. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to use the venting on it on the chin in front of me, so that'll be additional damage there. And where biotic slash. So that was a reaction spell.
Okay.
I'm going to do biotic slash against it and dropping that in.
Biotic slash. Next time you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack during the power's duration, increase the density of the weapon, dealing an extra 2d8 force damage on target. This damage detonates prime targets. Okay.
Actually, I can't. I use my bonus action dash. Can't use
You
that.
did.
So no.
Yep. Okay.
So it's just going to be attacked with the eventing fortification.
Okay. Yeah, because the other one was a reaction.
There's no way for me to get a big attack on this. Okay, that's fine. It is what it is. So. Team blood. Yeah, I'm going to be using my my pistol that Jamar gave me. It's in
Okay.
my offhand.
Okay, go for it.
Oh wait, no, I have to use my monomolecular blade for this. Okay. So that's going to be a 27 to hit.
27 hits.
Yeah.
I don't even have to look at the damn sheet to know that hits.
12. Then 2d10.
Okay.
Holy hell. Okay. And that's going to be 33 points of slashing damage. What? Wait. Slashing and force damage. Bludgeon.
Okay, so you go ahead and you just rip into this Turian, and you get a nice slash kind of across the belly, and you see a lot of blood pouring out of them as they're kind of trying to hold their stomach, and they're looking really, really bad.
So movement, bonus action, and attack, and reaction.
Dashed, yeah.
So
Yep.
will be my turn.
All right, Wheatley. Yeah, he's definitely dagger for sure.
Okay. Wheatley is going to scoot to there.
Okay.
And
Now the ceilings are about 20 feet high.
He's only going to be about 10 feet up off the ground.
I just wanted to let you know because I know you like him to float up.
Only when there's big, scary things that are trying to murder him. These are just Vorcha.
They're not big or scary. They're hardly things.
Okay. I forgot to put these back to a real number. Yeah. Open fire with the pulse cannon.
Okay.
Go Wheatley. Do the thing. You're a disappointment, Wheatley. That is a 9. That is not going to hit the broadside of anything.
Oh, no, it does not. Wheatley is a little confused as to what's going on, especially since it's a little darker in here. It's just kind of like, he's just looking back and forth like, new parts, who dis? What are you going to do, Jamar?
So, I'm going to select the right character. No.
Oh, no. I do that a lot.
Hit the wrong button. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to move to there.
Okay.
I'm going to open fire with a... what do I want to hit him with? Ooh, the M9.
Okay.
$13 to hit?
That's a good question. Oh, no, not quite. Not quite. You go ahead and you're kind of distracted by like the severed body parts that are on the ground right now, and it kind of is in your peripheral vision, and it distracts you, and you shoot just slightly off your target.
Okay. And Wheatley is going to burn his reaction to use coordinated attack and take another shot at this poor Vorcha.
Oh my goodness, okay. I don't see Wheatley do a lot of reactions, okay.
That's a new trick. That's a new trick he got.
Nice.
I haven't been using much other than spells though, so
That's fair.
that's better. That's a 20 to hit. Dirty 20.
20 will hit.
I need a D10. That is 10 radiant.
10 radiant, okay. So just like before, get a little bit of some blinding light as it gets shot on him, and a little bit of a scorch mark from the shot. He's not looking good. And he just kind of snarls in pain. Just too much light.
Yeah, well.
Anything else?
Nope. That should be it. Maybe Mel can show him the never-ending light.
Okay. Mel.
I'll go shoot some.
Okay.
I'm gonna take out Salvager, which has the tungsten rounds still in it.
Okay.
Oh, Mel whiffs.
One day, Mel.
That does the 12. Does the 12 hit?
No. They have like such low AC, but not that low. So you go ahead and you're just kind of peeking around the corner, and you don't know what to expect. So you just kind of quickly go like, and go around, and you just miss them entirely.
Mel was actually made herself prone at that moment, like right when I said she ducked down and made herself prone so that Vera would have a clear shot. So that's what
true.
she
You are
did.
kneeling.
So I was on the ground. And I just kind of tried to take a wild shot around the Krogan's legs and just went wide.
Yeah, she aimed too high and too wide.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick myself off, kind of like brush look around, hope no one saw the like really bad shot, and I'm just gonna move off to the side.
As you start
a little
moving
bit.
backwards, you kind of bump into Vera real quick, and you're like, "Oh shit."
Yep,
She
I'm
may
like,
have
"Oh."
seen.
Yeah, okay. So 2, 4.
Just out of curiosity, Vera, what's your passive?
That's a good question. It is 16.
Yeah, she saw.
Do I see anything when I go here?
As soon as you go there, you see. Give me a second. You see another Turian hiding behind some barrels over there.
Oh no.
Mel just screams and points. Ah!
Hopefully you point with the gun.
I'm gonna bonus action seeing that.
Wow.
Bonus action defense matrix.
Okay, well, now that one's been revealed. Although it
I
doesn't
scream.
matter because.
Yep. Scream point defense matrix.
Well, that
No,
worked
no,
out because
no.
they were actually after you anyway. Just once again, didn't want to know they were there. So they see you react, and they were kind of trained on Jamar at the moment. But as soon as they looked over and saw you, this Turian reacts. With this sniper rifle that they've got on them. So they're gonna go ahead and take a shot at you. I'm not using that die. That die can go fuck itself. Oh my god, all my dice can go fuck itself. A 7 I'm pretty sure won't hit you. But it does have double tap. It was so distracted by Jamar that it kind of took one shot at you and missed completely, not expecting you, and it tried to readjust, and as it readjusted, it stood up, not realizing how short you were for your race, that it shot too far over your head.
Uh-huh.
I roll 2 and a 4. A 2 and a 4.
I check on the plushie
Firing
real
all my
quick
dice.
behind me. Plushie okay?
Plushie's okay.
Stuff him back behind me. In
Did you
between my
hold the
back and
plushie?
backpack.
Did you hold
Huh?
the plushie for a moment?
Yeah, because I probably would have grabbed him to see if he's okay.
Your panic is starting to subside. You feel a little bit more relaxed. You're like, okay, this is comforting. Go ahead and roll me a d20.
19 again.
19. Okay. You feel nice and calm. You feel like your jitters are going away. You feel more confident now.
Put him back.
Alright. Well, that was an uber whiff. This Vorcha. It's gonna. Goddamn Vorcha. Can't use them. Ever. They're AC as shit. Yeah, it's gonna go ahead and pull out its Omni Blade and sorry, not Omni Blade. It's claws, and it's gonna go ahead and take a swipe at you, Brockus. Come on, Mama needs a hit. I am so done. So done. It's kind of intimidated by your rage. It can see the fury in your eyes and your eerie smile that it goes to take a swipe, but it's so mesmerized by it and fear that it just kind of like scratches the air. And it's like, I'm using different dice every time too, and it's just, they're like, you know what, you've rolled too high this session. Let's kick it back. Let's let them have some fun. Vera.
Well, I know that Vorcha is in for a real bad day with Brockus, and I'm gonna leave him to it. I'm gonna go see what startled Mel. I'll go up here. And is that Turian there very clearly in view?
It's got half cover right now. So, yes.
We can work with that. Yeah, we can work with that. I've shot at people in cover before. I'm gonna take
That
a
works.
couple shots at them.
ADHD Adventures! Thank you so much for that raid, guys. I said that really weird. Adventures. Welcome. How are you guys?
Oh my god, it's an adventure.
Oh my god, it's ADHD Adventures. That's pretty much that's the excitement I got from that.
That's what you did.
Yeah, I did. Wow. Okay. Okay.
First,
So yeah, half cover.
first shot is a dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20 hits.
That is going to be 14 radiant damage.
Okay.
Second,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Nope, you're good.
I'm pretty sure second shot is going to miss with an 11 to hit.
It does miss, yes. Unfortunately so.
That is all Vera can do.
Okay. Alrighty. We've got this chica right here, and it's gonna go ahead. Since we have a lovely Drell right in front of it. It's gonna go ahead and yeah, it doesn't have hip fire, so it's gonna go ahead and take out its Omni Blade. Go ahead and take a swipe at you. Okay, that could be better. 18.
Unfortunately, no.
Motherfucker. Goddamn fortification. It's gonna take a swipe at you again. So thanks to your fortification, she's striking you, but she doesn't seem to be breaking through. She can see, instead of the normal sheen that you guys have on your armor to show that you have shields, every time she goes to strike at you, she sees this invisible sheen just suddenly shimmer in front of her as this invisible fortification barrier helps block her from you. This is a pathetic battle for me, guys. Okay. Marcus.
Rox gets like kind of a look of frustration on his face, like frustrated even though he's pissed at the moment because of that pathetic attack. He kind of stares him down. Come on, you little roach, make it hurt. He's gonna bring forward the shotgun blades again.
Okay.
Natural 19 for 26.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Oh no.
That is going to be the blades, the blades on the front of the shotgun.
Got it. Okay, that's
he's
right.
He's got the Rizad.
Yeah,
so that's gonna be a
right.
total of. That's gonna be, I think, a total of 8. Yes, a total of 8 damage.
Okay, so you go ahead and just jab him with this blade, and in your blood rage, you go ahead and you lift him up over your head and just slam him to the ground. And you just see like this blade just tore into him, just ripped him further open as you see just what looks like just meat tearing open as he slumps dead on the ground.
Raucus is gonna reach down into the Vorcha, grab it by its spinal column, and lift it up.
You can easily do that. Yep. You can see it, in fact. It's kind of sliding a little bit, like you can tell the skin's a little loose, but you're doing it. Blood's kind of dripping on you.
And I can hear combat all around me, right?
You can, yes. You can kind of see what's going on over here, but you don't know what's going on over here, but you did hear gunshots.
I know Mel's over there, right?
You do, yes. You can actually see both Mel and Vera from that angle.
And he's gonna yell.
Yeah.
And he's gonna let's see. How much movement speed do I have? 12 meters? So
12 meters or 14 meters,
squares?
I think.
12.
I'd have to double check. 12? Okay, yeah.
So he's gonna go there.
Okay.
Does he see the I see? So
yeah, you can see most of their body sticking out.
Okay. Well, I need both hands for the shotgun. So instead, since I can't shoot the shotgun since the other hand is occupied, he's gonna like just lift the Vorcha overhead and just hurl it at this guy.
Improvised weapon. Okay. Go ahead and make me a. You know what? Yeah, because you're hurling this. Go ahead and give me give me an athletics.
An athletics.
That's dex. Yeah.
It's strength. So that's gonna be a total of 17.
17 hits. It just hits. So you go ahead and you hurl this body. Because it is a body, they are knocked prone. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and roll me 2d6.
Add anything to it or just straight 2d6?
Do 2d6 plus your strength.
All right, so that is going to be a grand total of 8 damage.
8 damage? Okay. That's still a nice chunk. Okay, so you see that it looks like they hit their head pretty hard, like they're bleeding a bit, but they're dazed right now as they're knocked with this Vorcha body on top of them. Anything else you'd like to do?
I think he's just standing there grinning with like the blood dripping off his hand.
You have some blood dripping down your face too because of the Vorcha overhead, so you've got some Vorcha blood dripping down the side of your face.
And now he's just yelling at this guy. He's like, make it hurt.
I want to make so many inappropriate jokes right now. Drescar!
Well, on that note, yeah, started off with swingity, this guy here. Let's
Stabbity,
see.
stab, stab.
Stabbity, stab, stab.
I feel like dagger's copyright at this point, so stabby, stab, stab.
Probably is at this point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Omni-blade blade? Yeah, it doesn't have the nice ring to it.
Okay, so that with the my molecular blade is going to be 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Oh, also my AC is back down to 17.
Oh, thank God, I have a chance. If anyone survives this.
Do I have any way to get? My D12s love me. Let's see here. So that's 20 points of slashing damage.
Nice, okay.
And then offhand attack,
Okay.
which I'm holding the pistol.
Okay. The Jamar pistol.
19 on the die.
That will hit. Already with the
Okay.
19.
It's on the-
I'm gonna start making you roll and roll 20. Give me an advantage a little bit. Or fairness, I don't know.
I mean, the algorithms do tend to hate me.
I think
Good.
it's that we roll good and you just roll really bad, so maybe you should start rolling and roll 20.
Maybe I should.
So I have to open this up because
Maybe I should.
there you
I
go.
rolled an 18 on the die, so maybe I should. I have my good days and my bad days. Today's not one of those days.
Okay, that didn't do as well on damage, but let's see here. 9, 11. 15 points of damage. Let's see here. Well, I can't do math. Third of that is piercing, if it matters, and 2 of that is radiant.
Okay, so as you go ahead, you take one of your blades and you jab it into their shoulder, and then you take the other gun and put it on the side of their head and shoot, and you see brain matter off the other side just come out. And as soon as you let go with your blade, they slump over dead. I'm graphic, I'm sorry guys. This is what guns do with the violence, okay?
So I haven't moved yet, being
No,
concerned.
you haven't.
Being concerned about hearing Mel scream on the other side, and
Yeah.
not otherwise being able to be aware of the situation. I'm going to move around to this corner, and yeah.
Okay. And then, yeah, you don't see anything around that corner.
Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. You can peek around the corner and you see a prone Turian. You can see part of them because you're just peeking around the corner. You're not completely around, but you can see like half the Turian body on the floor.
Okay, so action, bonus action, full movement. That's my turn.
Okay. Wheatley.
Oh, Wheatley. Okay. That's gonna miss. That is a
You
9.
don't know. Wait, they're
No,
prone.
I
so
do
is that
know.
with advantage?
You would actually have to be there, but
What was that?
They're prone, so ranged attacks are at
Disadvantage.
disadvantage. Melee is at
disadvantage.
advantage.
That's right. That's what it is.
well, it
I
can't
flip-flopped
get
that.
worse, so that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Couldn't out one though.
Nope.
Okay. I just want to know if you nat one. Okay, so Wheatley's trying to get a good angle, but he can't get high enough angle. He's kind of trying to peek over and look, but with this Turian being prone, it can't get a good shot. What are you gonna do?
Blow something up.
That's fair.
Yeah. We're gonna use Incinerate.
Oh no. Okay, 2d10 fire damage with ranged spell attack. All right, go ahead and roll.
Oh, it's still a ranged attack, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Best idea. I can
Switching
do
it
better.
from cold to fire. All right.
No, I can do better.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't want to have to make a ranged attack at disadvantage.
That's
just gonna
that's
go with
fair.
salvo
All right,
instead.
salvo. So just
How many,
Automatic
how many
hit.
D4s do I want?
could hit all 3 of them.
I want 5.
Oh, okay. Sure, why not? These auto hit. Oh my god.
Yeah, they're magic missiles.
Yep.
They're the best.
I was
bit,
actually-
best part.
I was happy that Athelia wasn't here only because I'm like, good. She's the type of character that keeps creating a nope situation, and my dice are doing it to me, so. In the spirit of Athelia, there you go.
That's a lot of high numbers on D4s. Okay.
No.
Better tonight than tomorrow.
That's
so
very
that,
true.
10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 21 damage.
How do you want to do this?
What are those little suckers? Oh, they're plasma? Oh. Oh, that's just going to incinerate all the flesh then.
Okay. So you go ahead and you shoot off 5 of these darts, and they strike them in 5 different areas. And you see the plasma just start to bubble and incinerate this flesh, and you hear them just crying out in pain with this Vorcha body still on top of them. But thanks to their kind of auto target just completely getting underneath the Vorcha, and Brockus, you have the best angle. You see this Turian just kind of writhing in pain and screaming out before it just stops and just remains motionless. And you see blood just seeping out of these wounds. You guys don't hear anything else. It seems pretty quiet in here.
Are we
You're
still
muted.
in?
Sorry,
Are we still
dress guard's muted.
Same question.
still in initiative order?
You're not in initiative. No.
Oh, okay.
So if we're not in combat, then Brockus will instantly drop out of rage due to how blood rage is written in this one.
Okay.
And having looked up the schematic, where do I believe is the holding cell?
Again, you didn't get a clear picture, so you think it's further back.
So
Where
to the
further
south?
back is, you don't know. When you were going around that circle, you noticed there were 2 sealed doors. So you don't know which one is considered further back.
I'm gonna just search the bodies, or I'm gonna start with the Batarian to search for
Okay.
data pads.
Okay. You do find the data pad pretty quickly, actually. The data pad is not completely functional, because of the radiant spell just kind of singed a good chunk of the equipment that's on the Batarian. However, it wasn't so damaged that you could see that there were some back and forth ransom notes between what looks like some people from the Citadel and themselves.
I toss it over to Jamar. Start searching the other 2.
Okay.
How many different people would he be communicating with at a quick glance?
It looks
Is
like
this
there are
like one
3
back and
people.
forth, or is there like multiple?
No, there's multiple people. It looks like
Okay.
one of them is the matriarch herself, and it looks like 2 other people of names that you don't recognize.
We might have more hostages than one to take back to the Citadel.
Do you see any communications between them and maybe someone higher up in the organization?
Good question.
This one didn't seem like, the full brains of everything, if you know what I mean.
Neither did the Vorcha.
True.
Oh, Vorcha. I know you said in chat like you could always buff them up, and I'm like, nah, they're fucking Vorcha.
They're
not
Vorcha.
worth it.
Vorcha.
Their blood rage.
Even in game, they
blood
don't
rage
wear
fuel.
anything. Yeah, I'm like, they're fodder. Let's be honest, they're fodder.
That's fair.
Kill a Vorcha, get a free blood rage. I mean,
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I
So
can only hope I could just get at least one like pack tactic thing going off, but nope.
They're like
Every time.
stormtroopers. You throw enough of them in a problem and hope it goes away, but there's no
They
hope.
just all die. Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently they can't aim either, so it's appropriate.
So while they're doing that and rolling bodies and whatnot, we're gonna start with the door closest to me.
Okay.
Look for chaps. Try to unlock it if it's locked.
Okay. Go ahead and do an investigation.
while this is going on, Brockus is just gonna like walk back like a little bit towards Vera, just like blood and everything all over his face. Got to tell you,
Fucker.
Zuna got back to me. She's free in a month.
Oh, a month.
Yeah.
Oh,
Timing.
Haven't heard about from the other 2, but Commando life.
That's wonderful. Remind me when we get back to the ship to call my sister and try and arrange something for a month from now.
It would be
Timing
nice.
on this conversation.
Little R and
Williams
R after this.
Lion. Thank you so much for that raid. Welcome, guys. Sorry, guys. Go ahead.
Wait, who's Zuni?
Oh, Zuna, she's one of my daughters.
Oh.
She's an Asari, archaeologist.
Oh, that's interesting. Wait, and then you're talking about bringing in your sister. Are we having a family gathering? Should I reach out to my brother?
We were
It is a family gathering.
thinking about it. Yeah.
Could be interesting.
It's
Don't know
been
where
a
he
while
is
since
right now.
been a while since I cooked for a family get together. It'd be nice.
Good old cookout, Krogan cookout.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to make
Well,
sure he behaves himself.
no. Well, fuck you rolling on roll 20 and getting a 20. Screw you. Dice love you no matter where you roll. It doesn't appear to be trapped, but the door is locked, and it looks like it is, it's locked pretty solid.
I would like to unlock it or hack it, whatever.
Okay, there is a panel, so you can choose to hack it, if you can hack it, or do it in electronics.
I mean, for me, it's the same. Electronics or
Okay.
hacking.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Motherfuck, you're done. I'm just done with you. You're done. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
You're not
Nate,
winning.
Yeah, you go. Just keep walking. No, keep walking.
Look at it this way. Does that mean Kunkaval's gonna die tomorrow because of all the bad rolls he's gonna have?
God, I hope not.
Let's hope not.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah, you are able to. So you go ahead, get your goddamn Omni tool out, and you go ahead and you kind of do some tapping, and you see the console turn green. And it's one of those doors that slides up. And as soon as you slide it up, you are just a foot away from seeing the end of a barrel as this large turret is sitting there, and you see it just activate as the lights turn on and they hum and get louder.
I immediately hit the floor, yelping, and try to scoot underneath it.
Okay, so you can do that next episode. Is
Okay.
that where we're gonna end? I was like, yes, touch the door, touch the door. And just for all of you guys, it's Nat 20 Productions official. Thank you so much for that raid. Welcome, guys. And because he activated it, I'm gonna show you the pretty. Bam!
I want
Can
it.
we? Can we take it and put it on the ship, and can we give it an AI?
Gosh.
Certainly try.
I'm just picturing that.
We need an Ed 209.
Wait, can we hold on? I got this. Shift Z.
It's a turret. Yep,
Oh,
it's a
not
turret.
really big.
Picturing.
I'm gonna
the
have to
scene
put
from
treads on it.
Serenity, where they put the
Yeah.
gun on top of the ship and they just sit on top of it.
You guys can try. You can certainly try. I will not deny that. The Mad Queen, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome.
Why do I picture that my beautiful Krogan ship is slowly but surely turning into a Reaver ship from Firefly, where we're just going to be adding random crap onto the outside of it?
Yes.
Not
What
to
are you
mention the
talking
random
about?
bodies you're leaving behind. Jesus Christ. All
Yes.
right. Well.
That's what Vorcha are.
Yeah, they're bumper decorations.
Yes.
You know how like
We're
people
gonna
like
we're gonna get
you know-
Outlaw
you know-
Star
you know how, like-
grapple arms.
yeah we have to get that.
It's ridiculous.
You know how people like hang Elmo from the back of their bumper? Just strap
Yeah.
a couple of Vorcha to it. I
Yeah.
mean,
Sounds good.
We would never strip the radiation protection from the core. What are you talking about?
Mel wouldn't let us do that.
No, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't let you do that.
But I know how.
Well, as the MZ6 is discussing how they're gonna pimp their ride with corpses and turrets, that is actually the end of our stream. It is 11:30, just past it. So tune in next time to see what the hell happens in this base kind of built into this asteroid. So thank you again, everyone, for all the follows and the raids. We really love and appreciate you all. We're hoping you enjoy this. This is been a really fun ride so far with this group. So on Mondays, every Monday, we do a Mass Effect Horizons 5e game that I DM the Mimsy 6 through space and chaos. Then every Tuesday, we have Rojan that runs us through our longest running campaign. We are on campaign 3, still pretty much in the beginning of it, of Destiny Forged. Then we have our 2 alternating shows on Saturday. We have Wayward Wanderers, which is the show this upcoming Saturday, where Azdaran puts them through, I almost said Circus of the Damned. Wow. That's
You're
a
not
different
far off.
Extinction Curse Pathfinder 2 campaign. And then the alternating Saturday, Rojan DMs a post-apocalyptic wasteland that is called Withered Wastes. And then the first Saturday of every month, we have our lore show called Behold Lore, where I host our lore masters, both HB Fox and Rojan, and then we have a guest that comes on with us. We do have our official guest, and we do have our official topic for March. We are having Kiara Phoenix join us as our guest, as we're going to talk about the Chimera Collective lore. So a good chunk of it's going to be us asking her questions on inspiration and lore behind Chimera Collective, whatever she is allowed to reveal. And then the second half, we're going to ask her some questions about characters that she's played, both in campaigns, past campaigns, one-shots, past one-shots, everything in between.
Part 2 is
and
this
if you
Friday.
guys... And part 2 is this Friday. That's right. Chimera Collective, part 2 of this third segment is going to be this Friday at 7:30 Pacific time. So tune in. If you miss any episodes, we do have a YouTube, so go ahead and check them out. I do try to load them up within a day or two after it is aired, so go ahead and check it out along with all of our other shows. Otherwise, you can always find us on that link at beholdrp.com. So we will see you guys next Monday for this crazy shenanigans. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow for some Destiny Forge. Till then, guys, we'll see you later.